Hey, man, this is what, man. You might want to cut this off. I'm gonna start cussing again. This nigga said he slept peaceful when his star player is asking to be anywhere but there.
What up, y'all?
Bro, Stephen A. always got a kiss ass at the end of every interview, man. I don't blame him. He got to keep his connections up.
He is the king of kiss assing. Everybody at ESPN is great at their job. Even the worst nigga.
Hey, that's what you got to do as a black man to keep your job. You got to pop up everybody else. You see Skip Bayless over here looking at white women on air talking about some shit. Fuck you. Yeah, remember when Shannon had to break it up?
Oh, yeah.
He looking at this white woman like, she can go. All right. My name is Top Billing. My name first.
I dabble in a little crypto, Kalen. Still trying to kind of get a good read on it. I bought Doge when it dipped to like 20 cents. Bought Ethereum. I messed up with Ethereum because I got a 10% return on it, and my dumb ass didn't sell, and then it dropped all the way back down. Mm-hmm. So I think I bought some more, and I think I got some crypto when it was like 42, 43. So I just do it on Webull. I just flip it.
What's good, everybody?
Yeah, no, it's gonna go off, and then a lot of crypto stocks be running too, like MKD, NE. I know some TCAT stuff went off today. Well, not NFT stuff went off today, like TCAT, and CRTD is another one that I'm in. S&P. Remember that one I was telling you about yesterday, Shelton? Mm-hmm. That shit went today.
Why you didn't tell me? You're supposed to.
I was. Damn. Everything was up, and I was like, everything was binging, up today. Man. I was like, shit.
Which one it was?
Now it's too late now. Oh. But it dropped to 91 cents today, and I should have bought some more, and it got as high as, I think it was at 109 after hours. But I got in at 96, and then I got some at $1. So that went. There was another one that I did as a day trade. What was the name of it? Not Clove, CLOV, INDP. I was getting that at 806. That shit went to like 947.
Let me look at my shit.
Man,
there's a stock option play that I've been monitoring.
Oh yeah, I like 88. I got that in Coinbase, but I don't know if I fuck with Coinbase. I don't like their fees. They be killing.
Oh, you say you invested in CLOV? I did too.
Wait, which one?
CLOV.
Yeah.
Yeah, they up right now.
Yep. So I think I was buying that as low as 788. So it's gonna run again. It's kind of starting to perk a little bit. So it's gonna go again. It's just a matter of time. Another one is CRTD. And that one's cheap right now. I was buying that at like 330. It's like 288 now. So that's a good one too. All right. Yeah, Doc M. Yeah, like I'm just listening to a bunch of crypto podcasts. Like I listened to the Coinbase podcast. I think that's what it's called, the breakdown or breakthrough or whatever. Just to kind of get an understanding of what goes on behind the scenes, so I can get a feel for it. Since it's a 24-hour market. But oh yeah. I've been watching Coinbase. Just trying to decide on like when it would be a good entry. But I haven't jumped in it yet. It's holding like 250, I think, fairly well. So, but a little too rich for my blood right now. I'll get there. Anyway, let's get started. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead End Sports. I'm your host, Kenneth P. Inns. Joining me on the show, we got Nikki Duce,
a.k.a. Buck20. How y'all doing?
Shelton J.
What's happening, man? What's happening? What's good?
And that's it. It's just us. FIFO's out. His brother's in town. Flew in town this evening, so he's spending time with family. Family ain't got a chance to see coming out of Texas.
He on his ass right now, pretty much.
Yeah, so he'll be back. He'll be back back Tuesday. But as we do every Thursday, man, we kind of shoot the shit about sports and sit here and watch the game with you guys.
And this is my time to air my grievance for Tuesday's episode. Y'all niggas, bro, y'all niggas be talking spicy on Tuesday.
I be fired away too.
Man, y'all niggas be talking spicy. Hey, man, none of y'all be checking this nigga on the monkey jokes either. I seen that. I'm like, I'm the only nigga that this nigga. All right, y'all be letting this nigga say anything. But let me go to my notes. This is my grievance Thursday.
Thursday.
I wish FIFA was here because he actually. I wanted to.
Aren't those your all-star receivers, Sheldon?
Robbie Anderson's not playing well at all.
Sheldon just happy they up 7-0. That's all. He came in. He came in here Carolina gear because
he sure did.
If it was the other way around, he would have came in nothing but just regular Sheldon.
Josh Bros with the super chat. Josh, what's happening? Thanks for getting us started tonight. We appreciate that. He says, I have to eat some crow on Zach Wilson. Admittedly, he was awful, but the kid's 22 years old and on the worst team in the league. The media fans need to chill out.
Nah, chill out, Josh Bros. We don't chill out on nobody else. Yo, QB ain't, or if you care about the Jets, nah, this nigga don't get no passes. Just because he look like Dennis the Menace don't mean that we got to give him a break. Nah, fuck all that shit. You throw 4 picks. You throw 4 picks. I don't give a damn.
Bill Belichick.
I get that.
He's thrown for over 300 yards in both the first two games, and he's gonna throw for 300 in this one.
Who?
Sammy? So yeah, them receivers is doing their job now.
Okay.
DJ Moore got over 100 yards the first quarter.
Good.
Okay, yeah,
he can play.
Got you only 7 points though.
That's only
against the Texans defense.
I mean, in their defense, they drove the ball the length of the field. They had the ball for 15 to 16 plays.
They went on 4th and 1, and what happened?
Because
you can't get a yard.
McCaffrey went out. They couldn't. They got a rookie running back, and
McCaffrey shouldn't.
Oh, Chuba Hubbard.
Yeah,
McCaffrey shouldn't stop you from getting a yard.
It shouldn't, but it's still. I mean, you asking a rookie to come in and do it. I mean,
yard?
We don't make no excuses.
He can't get a yard.
I don't make no excuses for nobody. But I would have liked to
in the red zone.
Trenton Cannon on the team. I said that before. So you want to keep a veteran on the team.
To your niggas.
Yeah, well, you got.
He can get a yard.
That's a tough yard, man. That's a tough yard.
It's a tough yard.
Mr. T, I'm 110% mad as hell. Sam Darnold's winning these games. I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm not folding on that. I'm upset. Yes. That's the only question. And then y'all say we hate on the other question. Ain't nobody hating on Lamar Jackson.
Y'all hate on Lamar Jackson. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I got man. The greatness of Lamar Jackson. That's what you should have titled this episode, Ken. It's the greatness of Lamar Jackson. Because like FIFA mentioned, Lamar should be up there for MVP or at least a consideration. My personal pick is I think Matt Stafford's gonna win MVP this year. But
hell no.
Lamar Jackson right now. Like FIFA mentioned, the one time I agree with him, he said he has the most to overcome and probably has the hardest job in football right now is getting the Ravens to the playoffs. In that division, with those injuries, with the lack of talent, you know what I'm saying? So it's like his performance against that, like it was literally Clark Kent goes to Superman in that same game. Because he was horrible. That first half, trust me, Ken, I was ready to text you like, all right, bro.
He's about to give it up.
3-5, it might be 2-4. Yeah. But my nigga came out second half was like, I ain't going.
Yeah. Running like a behind him. That's what he was doing.
These are not imaginary standards. These are real life standards. Once again, and somebody else comment on the comparison to Cam. I'm going to tell you why I compare him to Cam.
You shouldn't, but go ahead.
I watched Cam Newton play. I watched him his whole career. Every game.
I did. I watched that whole year. Game. I was there.
The comparison between the two is the fact that when they throw and the thing I used to think about as a Panthers fan, it used to frustrate me on the inside because I'm Panthers all day outside. Before I got on the sports show, I was just a fan. As a fan, I wanted to see my receivers hit in stride because I was watching the other quarterbacks do it. These guys throw the spots. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you run out a 10-yard out and you stop and there's the ball. That's where you're stopping at. That's what Cam did.
That's ideal.
That's what Lamar did.
You know that's what
now
ideal.
They float these passes. You can see that that's the offense that they're running. They're running the offense as if he's a running player that can actually happen to throw the ball, not a quarterback that can run the ball. There's a difference.
No, my thing is the difference between Cam and Lamar is that one is taking his job more seriously at an earlier age. Lamar Jackson wants to be better.
Let me ask y'all a question, and this is for the people who are saying Lamar is better than Cam. which one of them has the most passing yards in the season between the two of them?
Oh, just that's Cam. Cam
Not combined.
No, I know.
You're talking about in
5,000 yards in his rookie year.
Are we going
his rookie year?
Yeah.
Cam only had a couple years where he didn't throw over 3,000 yards. And
who was on the squad at that time?
Yards. Steve Smith. That's it.
Steve Smith and who else?
He made
that was
Steve
it.
Smith.
Yeah, that was it.
Ken, don't say that.
That was it.
Don't act like.
How is he? And they saying that he's a better passer. I'm trying to see how you're saying this when if you look at the stats prove that Cam was a better passer because he completed more passes.
I
like the way
you
Lamar
came on
passed.
here last week that you
I like the way Lamar
you were critical of me last week because you was like, Nick, all you look at is the stats. You're not looking at the game. Did you watch the game?
That ain't what I said.
That's what you told me.
What I said is it's the totality of it. And that's what people miss it. What a lot of people say is, they won the game. That's all that matters. He played great. Yeah, that matters at that game. But we talking about getting to the Super Bowl. We talking about finishing this thing.
Do you not? I'm saying when you look at the game, do you not know what he had to overcome?
Yeah,
in that game.
Oh, that was
so
a
not only
Herculean
did
effort.
he shot himself in the foot, and he also nursed himself back to health.
It's a Herculean effort, but can he do that week in and week out?
Yes, he has to.
Difficult.
He has. He has to. He should have. He should be 2-0. If you want to give it a bean, he should be 2-0. If his defense held up, and let's go to you, Ken.
Yeah, you need to apologize.
I ain't apologizing for shit. I ain't apologizing for shit because they finally showed up. All right,
they
finally showed up.
No,
they gave up 17 points.
No, Lamar gave up 17
He gave up 7 points. They gave up the other 10. You can't do that. You can't do that.
He had 2 fumbles.
In this game, they finally showed up.
They showed up that first game.
Even though I could argue they didn't because they was letting niggas run around the whole field. You saw that Travis Kelce touchdown. What defense are you confident that gives up that?
They got the turnover.
That's why you keep drinking your drink.
But you know why you give them credit for the defense? Because they shut down Tyreek Hill. What other team in the league? I'm talking about any of the other defenses.
Bucks did. The Bucks did in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, safety over the top.
That's it.
And that was after playing them once.
Give me another one.
The Raiders. Raiders last season.
What shut down who?
Tariq didn't have a big game against the Raiders last season. The Raiders have been playing. If you look at the games, the Raiders played the Chiefs very well. I think they were the one that game they lost last season. Yeah. So but
my point is, you have to name them in one hand. You ain't gonna name no 10 teams.
That's not the point. The point is he was taking out the game based off of scheme. You could scheme Tariq out. You could scheme if it wasn't for that Travis Kelce getting helped by his squad.
So why don't everybody else do it?
I don't know, but it can be done.
It can be done. It's been done the last couple seasons.
I think it's been done a couple times, but it ain't been done much.
No, I just think I think some teams are just intimidated.
Somebody's gonna get off, like Kelce got off. They had to live with what Kelce did.
Well, you got to pick your poison with a team like Kansas City. They're gonna get theirs, regardless. And we would be having a different story had they not ran the ball on that one play. It would be a different outcome, different story, a whole different thing. You would have said Lamar didn't blow it.
I mean, if we were talking about ifs,
but he wouldn't have drinking.
If Lamar doesn't throw that pick 6, they win by a touchdown. They handsomely win that game.
We
was early on.
I don't know about that. We talked about I forgot who it was.
They don't barely win.
How teams play up to their competition.
Lamar played well.
Lamar played great. He played great. There's no other QB in the league that could have done what he did.
None other.
Throwing 2 picks in the first half and one of them being a pick 6 and then winning the game against the Chiefs at home.
Yeah. Yeah, you do, and you're right, Mr. T. You have to look deeper than the passing yards. You really do. But in saying so, you also have to look at the efficiency. You have to look at what's going on in the game. And once again, it's the same thing. It's the same. They're being managed the same way. Watching those players, they both have Herculean athletic skills. Both of them do. Lamar's more athletic than Cam any day of the week. But the energy that the boys bring to their teams is the same. The trajectory that they're on is the same. The fact that if he was boxed in, if he couldn't run, will he beat you with his arm? That's the question that I ask about.
He can beat you with his arm. He did. He threw that touchdown pass to Hollywood Brown to put him really back in the game. And then on top of that, the throws he had to make was the throws he made.
So you're saying you take away his legs in that game, his running in that game, and
you can't take away anybody's asset and then say, "Can you still beat this team?" That makes no sense. Well, because that's like saying, like, "Oh, you take away Patty's arm, can he still win the game?"
No, that's like saying if you take away
that's his advantage.
If you take away one of his great receivers, can he still win the game? That's like saying,
they did, and Patty didn't.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
But Lamar Jackson, he's already without his best running back. He's already without. Ain't no such
best running back anyway.
Ain't no such thing as the best receiver. He ain't got shit.
Whether they was there or not.
I don't know why they call the nigga Hollywood. His name is Marquise.
Yeah.
It's Marquise Brown, Mr. Brown. Ain't no Hollywood.
Apparently, he had both of his girlfriends watching. That's why they call him Hollywood.
I'm saying. We want to talk about off the field. Hey,
I'm just saying.
It's Hollywood Boulevard and that motherfucker. And them, they bad too.
I was like, okay.
So he get to keep the name in.
I guess so.
But I like Hollywood. I mean, I like not Hollywood. Take it back. I like Lamar as always. I've always been.
I don't want to hear that, bro. If you ain't.
But what I'm saying is, I don't like the
32. Yeah, he was that's the last pick in the first round, my nigga.
All the people, none of those quarterbacks, in my opinion, should have been drafted in front of him. I said that back then. But the thing about it is, like I said, I just take it game by game.
Hey, the head coach of Houston right now is trying to do something.
Carolina get on my goddamn nerves.
Carolina can't do shit right now when they need to.
This is Carolina's fault.
Every time C-Mac go down, Carolina don't know what to do.
Because I bench Cooks. I played you this week.
No. Why?
David Mills.
But all he got.
That's what I was saying. Like it's something.
This man had.
He got to throw. You got to throw the ball. That's the one thing about football. You got to throw the ball.
This is 2-minute warning. He had 14 passing yards prior to this moment. He ain't been doing shit. Carolina's playing soft coverage. They giving up most of this.
And speaking of playing me in fantasy, y'all niggas are the Whispers. I'm gonna call y'all that. Y'all, you know the singing group, the Whispers, because y'all was quick to scream out that I was 0-4 last week in the picks, but y'all ain't say I was 2-0 in the damn fantasy league.
Yes, we did.
You know, I ain't say shit about fantasy. I ain't hear. Woo, that was a dart
that was
too.
Really nice.
As long as it didn't go to Cooks. Damn.
But I'm 2-0. I'm leading the whole fucking fantasy league. So yeah, y'all know who the lead dog is right now.
You play me this week though.
I already know, and it's an easy dub.
Nah,
you ain't play your guy. You already talked about it. You fucked up. I ain't say shit yet.
I just, that was a smart decision.
I already took your boy out. Your little tag team partner, me.
Barely.
Hey,
barely. They playing together.
They always play. They GM together. They trade with each other. That's it. I be trying to call these niggas out, but they be denying it.
I don't know, 5.9 points. Unless Cook score a touchdown or get 100 yards, I can live with whatever you got. Mm-hmm. I can find 5 points on the bench somewhere in the free agency.
Let me get through my football shit before we go to this basketball shit, because there's a huge big Ben Simmons conversation that I was out of. And y'all know y'all can't talk about Ben Simmons without me being there to keep y'all objective. But my question is, who the hell does Q like at QB? Because this nigga be talking shit about every QB that's in the NFL. I have no idea. Do you know what QB he likes?
None.
Any that he swears by?
None.
Oh.
And that's playing today.
Mahomes.
He don't give a fuck about Mahomes. He was on the first week. He was talking about we need to look at Mahomes, bro. He might not be the dynasty we think he is. I'm like, bro, you talk shit about every QB, nigga.
You just keep things in perspective.
Nah, he ain't keeping shit perspective. The question I got for him is he be talking shit about Lamar Jackson. He talks shit about Kyler Murray too, as far as talking him up. So my question with y'all was like, Kyler Murray versus Lamar Jackson. Who would you rather have right now?
Ooh.
Because Shelton, your punk ass over here your punk ass over here prepping up Tom Brady, talking about, Tom Brady threw 9 TDs in two games. He's on pace of his NFL record. You know how far Kyler Murray is behind? Kyler Murray is set. It's two
between the two. Oh, I love. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Kyler Murray is only 2 touchdowns behind Tom Brady.
Yes, sir.
And look at the defenses Tom Brady has to face the first 2 weeks. He faced the Cowboys defense, which last year wasn't shit,
right?
And this year barely ain't shit either. They could have lost that Chargers game.
Play the schedule.
And then they played the Falcons.
Yeah, you just play the schedule.
So that's the reason why he's up. It ain't like because he's doing something.
Right.
He's playing shitty defenses.
You just play the schedule you're given.
And then Kyler Murray. He played the Tennessee Titans, who was in the AFC title game last season, right? And then he just beat who did they play last week?
The Vikings.
The Vikings, who beat the Saints.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm a Kyler Murray fan. I'm with you.
I'm just saying
up there for me.
I'm just saying Kyler's on pace to break that record too.
Yeah,
and I'm so glad the Bucks are facing the Rams this week because them niggas are gonna get a rude awakening. I'm telling you,
I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray.
And AB is in COVID protocol.
We knew that he's gonna be in COVID every week. that nigga in Tampa.
He's vaccinated.
He's vaccinated, but every week it's gonna be up and up. I'm choosing Lamar Jackson though. If I had
they weren't chill vibes. He said the Titans wasn't in the AFC Championship game last year.
Who was in it last year?
And yeah, you're right. The Vikings lost to the Bengals. So yeah, They're right. Who was in the championship game last year?
No, it was the Bills versus the KC.
Yeah.
They lost to the Titans. This still was a playoff team. Kyler Murray has beaten more playoff teams than Tom Brady so far this season.
Well, either way, give me Kyler.
I'm taking Lamar.
You can see that throw off his back foot.
You ain't see the MVP season that he had?
Oh, Lamar can't do that.
Kyler can't win MVP. He barely can win his division.
Kyler gonna win it this year. Watch.
Can he win his division? That's the question.
That is honestly the only reason.
They undefeated right now. So is the Rams. Unfortunately, the Seahawks aren't. And San Francisco damn sure ain't. Oh shit, he fumbled.
This dude right here, man.
Houston want this shit. Hey, if what's his name? Tyrod?
They not holding.
If Tyrod Taylor was not hurt, I would be saying Houston should.
Matt Rule just kneel on the ball because I don't need the Texans to get this anymore. I mean that's just a great defensive play, man.
That is Oh my gosh,
fault.
come on.
But because I don't want Cooks to get the ball.
Yes, Mr.
I'm gonna
T.
be sick.
We saw Lamar throw that. That was a
Tim Tebow
pass. That's what I was gonna say. The Tim Tebow jump pass.
So he doing shit after a white boy now?
Nah, he making plays. This ain't no white boy. Lamar Jackson ain't never been confused with a white boy.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, not at all.
But I did. You mentioned something as far as C-Mac being hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once again, back-to-back years, right? There was somebody who mentioned in the chat on Tuesday, Simplistic Grace said this question in the YouTube chat. We need to have a larger conversation on the true workhorse running backs as far as them being a dying breed.
I meant to write that down. I'm glad you got it.
The only Derrick Henry and C-Mac might be the only ones left. I was asking, is that correct?
C-Mac is not. Yeah. But then again, you know what like he would be, but they use him. That's overuse, man. That's overkill.
That's a 3 horse.
Like every 98% of the snap.
You supposed to be. I mean, because he's in the passing game too.
Yeah, that's what makes it hurt. He that's too many. That's too much. It's just too much.
Well, I mean,
but is he the only one? All right, those two are the only ones that like every down we could pretty much have this nigga.
Yeah, and even Derrick Henry doesn't play all.
I say Aaron Jones is in that too.
Aaron Jones is probably he's probably the only.
Aaron Jones is in there. Saquon is in there. Alvin Kamara.
Every down back, Saquon?
Yeah, Saquon's every down back.
He's hurt.
Shit, you can say the same thing about C-Mac.
I think we have to say the same, because that was something that we talked about earlier. We were like, they're going to wear him out. He ain't going to make it through the season. That's why I didn't draft him in fantasy football.
I ain't draft him either.
Because I was like, he ain't going to make it.
No, because I know his usage is just too much.
Yeah, so
it's always too much.
He was making me look crazy, but who looked right? You got to wait these things out. So somebody, whoever have him, might be losing this week.
Oh yeah,
I can't wait to be 2-1.
2-1, yeah, you gonna take this luck.
If Cooper Kupp get out, Cooper Kupp.
I always say don't ask me what's in my cup, kid.
Ain't no way in hell he gonna do that.
Hey, shit. Cooper Kupp is the best white boy wide receiver out right now outside of Adam Thielen.
I would say
outside of Adam Thielen.
He's better than Cooper Kupp.
He dumb nice. Niggas be sleeping on Cooper Kupp. I had him in other 2 years prior in fantasy. He's productive as fuck.
I had him a couple years ago.
That 1 year he got hurt, I was hurt. Because that nigga always get a tub.
That's the year.
He always get a tub.
Yeah, that's the year I had him. I had him the year he was hurt.
Shout out to Cooper Kupp if you watching. Yeah. But not yet. There's a. I do think that's an interesting conversation though. I do think the 3 down, because even look at Dallas. Dallas ain't doing that shit no more with Zeke.
Nah, they're not. And I think
Zeke might be out of a job next year.
Maybe. Well, how many years he got left? Well, I guess
I'm talking about like out of Dallas.
Well, yeah. But no, I think you're seeing like this change, this evolution go where handing the ball off and getting these guys 25, 30 touches a game is not going to be the thing. Like, they're going to really kind of manage reps and analytics and all this stuff they're doing with these next gen stats and stuff like that. You're going to see that. And I think it just helps preserve them for them to make bigger plays and take advantage of their talent. But you got to give these guys spare some reps with them. Because if not, same thing that happened to C-Mac. Like, they better hope that's a hamstring. Is that confirmed?
They say it's a hamstring, but them hamstrings linger like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so he done for the year.
Or at least 6 weeks.
Cooper Kupp, y'all right. Cooper Kupp is killing it this year.
Cooper Kupp nice.
Hey, he had 163 yards. And then he had like 100 yards the other game. Bro, Cooper Kupp is, man, I'm telling y'all, outside of Adam
coming
Thielen,
back to form.
white boy's coming back. White boys got two. Hey, we don't start. It got to start somewhere. We got to give a shout out to Teddy Two Gloves, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Arizona and Denver were my two sleeper picks, and he's undefeated right now.
Who we beat?
He beat the Giants, unfortunately, and he also beat Jacksonville. 2 cupcake games.
But win the wins.
But a win's a win.
Yeah,
you play along your schedule.
Yeah.
He's got them right now. They're leading. They're one of the. They're tied for first with the Raiders as far as the AFC West, which is the same division that has the Chargers and the Chiefs. I don't think anybody thought that Denver and the Raiders would lead the division over the Chargers and the Chiefs.
The question is, do we think it's going to last? But keep going.
I think it will last a little bit longer. But I just want to give a shout out to him.
Yeah, definitely. And I was watching what I was thinking about myself in my selfish ways with the Panthers thing as I'm looking at his stats versus Sam Darnold, and he has better stats than Sam. And I'm like, well, we could have had him doing that at Carolina.
Yeah, but they had him. Matt Rule had him last year.
That's what I'm saying. We should have kept him. And we could have kept
he didn't do it last year, though.
He didn't have this team, and then he didn't have this schedule. A second year in the system, and he would have done a lot better.
What was he missing? He didn't have McCaffrey?
McCaffrey was out all year. That was the biggest
because he had 2 of the
Mike Davis.
You said 2 of the best.
Yeah,
the number 1 wide receiver duo, and he didn't do it.
Robbie Anderson has done nothing this year.
That's another last year. Curtis Samuel and DJ Moore.
Is another and what's his name?
I was counting Robbie Anderson. Robbie Anderson had a hell of a year.
That shows you wide receivers don't mean shit in football.
No, we tried to tell this nigga in the chat that this motherfucker was crazy.
No.
2 things can be true.
We saw.
No.
Carolina ain't shit. And wide receivers don't matter really.
Solid duo.
Roby and this motherfucker, we saw him in as a Jet.
I don't trust
as a Panther.
There's no such thing as a good receiver who wears number 11. Name me the best receiver all time that wears number 11.
Duos in the league. The only team with 2 receivers over these 2.
Did y'all make the playoffs?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Name me another receiver who wears number 11 that is like solid, fire.
That wears number 11?
Mm-hmm. You got to go back to Julio.
Yeah.
And he wear number 2 now. So he gave up that number 2. Don't say AJ Brown because he saw what that nigga did last Sunday. He ain't do shit. This nigga was caping for him like he was. He said he had the audacity.
I know.
Who the hell do you think you are to say AJ Brown is the number 1 receiver when he's on the other side of Julio Jones?
I still is. Not the way he
come on, bro. Y'all be saying anything when I'm not here. I took a bathroom break when you said that shit.
I was like, AJ Brown, you were caping for him heavy. I was like, I don't know about that one.
Julio has caught 9 passes for 157 yards and no touchdowns.
I told y'all he ain't productive.
7 receptions for 92 yards.
He'll get you yards, but he's not going to get you tubs. Adam Thielen got more touchdowns than Julio Jones right now. I'll guarantee it.
Yes. But yeah, there's no 2 receivers in the league last year that caught for over 1,000 yards over those 2.
Okay,
the only other receivers that were higher than them was Tyreek Hill and
stat.
Travis Kelce.
Most meaningless stat in the world.
It was.
Yeah, no, it was.
Hey, can we say Carson Wentz is a bust?
We can say, well, yeah, you can say that if you want because he can't stay healthy.
Because he's spreading.
How the fuck you got 2 sprained ankles?
He's spreading bad luck like COVID.
That's what I want to know. 2 fucking sprained ankles?
He fell off the cliff hard.
Bro, like what the hell?
What other player do y'all know that fell off the way he did from being that high?
He just can't. If he can't.
What high?
MVP, MVP worthy. They were saying. I never thought much.
Did he win it?
No, he did not.
Okay, so
what I'm saying
we don't never talk about no other. Let me ask you this: what other quarterback do we say that almost won an MVP that we keep talking about them almost winning an MVP?
I ain't never think.
I'm asking y'all because I don't remember nobody getting talked about like that.
There is someone I can't remember who it is.
I'm trying to think of who else fell off that fast though from being the America's golden boy. But like I said, it's their golden boy. I didn't agree.
And it was, and I was
That's
like
2017.
No. I feel you because here's the thing.
That's a good one. RG3. You're exactly right.
Okay. Carson Wentz. I was against it for years. I was like, did they hyping this motherfucker? Who the fuck is this motherfucker?
I agree.
And look, and that's why I bring up the MVP season. I'm like, oh shit, looks like this motherfucker do got it. But he got hurt and he hasn't recovered since. Because I was like, Carson Wentz, like you, I was like, this motherfucker ain't about to do shit. And he was balling. I'll give him that. And I hope he can stay healthy because I really want, because it looked like he's gonna work with Frank Reich in
I don't believe it.
He looks fine, man.
I don't believe
he just can't stay on the field.
That's the whole point. That's the reason I don't believe it.
But I'm talking about his production at this point. When he's standing up.
It's soon. I can't judge him on production because he hasn't given me enough body of work.
Correct.
It'll come
from playoffs to regular season. It's like I don't know what this nigga is.
That's why I'm so shocked.
And we're going on year 10,
right? And they didn't show up the backup situation. If you're gonna have him be a starter, you gotta have a competent backup in place, and they don't. And I can't believe they went into the season trusting him.
It's crazy. Like I'm not saying that it's been 10 years, but it feels like it's almost been 10 years, and I still don't know who Carson Wentz is as a QB.
Well, since he got hurt, whatever happened, it just
you don't know.
Yeah,
you hope, but you don't know. His team even gave up on him.
Right.
So to me, it's just like I think I would say he's a bust. To me, anytime you get traded from your team, if your team gives up on you and they're the ones that drafted you, that says something.
Yeah.
While you're still in your prime.
We got a super chat from Josh Bros, and this is a good question. He said, "Without Google, who's the Jets' number one receiver? Zach has nothing."
Who's the Jets' number one receiver?
Yeah,
Corey Davis.
Barrios.
Yeah.
Corey Davis is the number one receiver.
Barrios is actually the number one receiver. I read it earlier today.
Oh, he is?
But I forgot about that.
He's a rookie, ain't
he? Yeah, he's leading him in receiving.
Wow.
I'm just talking about like
Jamison Crowder.
By name.
Jamison Crowder, I think, is the number one guy.
No. Elijah Moore probably better than him now.
But he been hurt this whole year, so but I think Berea, he's leading him in targets and receptions.
But look, the Jets have never had anything for any of their quarterbacks. It was the issue when Sam Darnold was there. They didn't have anything. The organization was a sham, and now we've seen Sam Darnold look like decent. You know, he had 300-yard games, and this Houston defense, I guess they're pretty damn good.
They are. They're better than advertised.
They way better. They should have gave up J.J. Watt a long time ago.
I guess so.
He might have been slowing them down.
This man ain't had any time to throw.
Yeah, they're better than advertised. I'll tell you that. It like I said, it doesn't help to play downhill because he was controlling the clock the first quarter. But when you lose Christian McCaffrey, that's a huge loss.
Yeah, so now we got to see what Matt Rule does.
Yeah.
Don't they have Chuba Hubbard, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Chuba Hubbard ain't shit. Don't hype up Chuba Hubbard.
They drafted him to be shit.
Yeah,
meaning to be the guy. But we get a chance to see it.
We them boys. Shout out to you, man. Is Justin Herbert a top 3 AFC QB? No.
Name the top 3.
Patty, Lamar, and Joe Burrow.
Herbert, that guy though. I fucks with Herbert, man.
Yeah.
He gonna help me beat it this week.
Now, I would say if you want to keep it a bean, I choose Teddy over Herbert right now.
Hell no.
I choose Teddy over her right now. Who 2-0 right now?
Can't do that.
Who 2-0?
Teddy ain't facing anybody.
What you mean?
Herbert's face.
Who's Herbert face?
The Cowboys, that tough defense.
Oh, the Cowboys? What's the Cowboys though?
And the Redskins in their top defense.
And the Redskins in their defense.
You talking about the Washington football, the team that you can't even say their name?
Yes. They had the number 2 defense.
Herbert faced the Washington football team and the Cowboys.
Yes.
And y'all astonished that he's 1-1.
And you're picking Teddy after he beat Scrubs.
Teddy has shown me. Has he thrown a pick yet?
Teddy never throws picks.
That's all. Hey, that's even better. That's even better.
Conservative.
Is his? Let me look at his QBR rating.
Teddy's game management is stellar.
Game management. He was throwing it down. He had Cortland Sutton had over 120 yards.
Cortland must have been wide open.
He was not. Those was chill out. Don't disrespect. This is why we ain't a black podcast no more. We lost that label because y'all can't prop up Teddy Two Glove over the white boy.
I shouted out Teddy Tuesday.
Teddy playing ball through these first 2 games.
Hey, Teddy, I'm like, bro, is this a question? Justin Herbert just came on the scene.
Nah, bro.
Niggas acting like he a Hall of Famer. Like this nigga ain't done shit.
Teddy ain't done shit.
What you mean Teddy ain't done shit? He at least got to the playoffs.
He fucked up both of his knees.
That was years ago. He good now.
Teddy looks good through 2 games. He does.
Teddy good now.
Man, I don't want to do this to Teddy, man. Teddy balling.
What you mean you don't want to do this to Teddy? You said it. You said what you said, kid. Keep drinking. Yeah, the truth coming out tonight. We gonna see how you feel about these niggas.
Mr. Ant-Man Deshaun is out the league right now. So until he can get on the field, we can't. But nah, I don't need to see much.
I ain't talking just to talk. Chill Vibes 24. I'm telling y'all the truth. Who got the better record against bums?
Yeah,
because the Washington football team, they ain't doing shit this year.
They're 1-1. You know that. Y'all remember? We all do. We still got the photo, y'all.
Josh Bros, Teddy went 5-11 in Carolina last year, Nick. He's average. The same Carolina team that that Sam Darnold can't even get more than 7 points on.
Sam Darnold is 2-0 as quarterback. Yeah. So 3 more wins, he'll catch up with Teddy.
If he get that.
And,
because they don't even, it's not
tonight.
It's not guaranteed that Texans might win this game, honestly.
Is the game back on?
It's game back on. We on the second half. They only up by 1.
Ajax the Warrior.
We're going to have to talk about Mike Rule.
Yeah. Ajax the Warrior said, love the content. Excuse me. Shout out to y'all for the consistency.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate
you, brother.
All right, so we got the football out the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, let me get my picks real quick before y'all. Okay. So my picks this week for the Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm going with KC. Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh, of course, I'm going Cincinnati. Tampa Bay versus the Rams, of course, I'm going with the Rams. And Green Bay versus San Francisco, I'm going Aaron Rodgers. So I'm going with Green Bay. All right, let's get to this Ben Simmons.
Doc Rivers.
Doc over here trying to play sanitational engineer. That's his second job because he cleaning up a lot of shit the mess that he made.
They definitely made him go out of
I told y'all, Vinny Goodwill, shout out to the Bomani Jones podcast. I was listening on the way here.
What do you have to say?
And I love Bomani Jones podcast because he drops 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So this Wednesday podcast that dropped yesterday, he was saying, Vinny Goodwill said he talked to 2 high executives in 2 different franchises. One was the VP. I think one was the general manager. Both about the Ben Simmons conversation as far as like, what do y'all see about it? Would you even trade for him? One of them said that they could draft for 10 years straight and never get a Ben Simmons. That's how valuable they see them as. But why they wouldn't trade for him is because all the reports that come back on him are bad. As far as like, he's Hollywood, he don't work hard, all that shit. Other GM said,
we reported.
The other GM said that Doc Rivers and Daryl Morey fucked up Ben Simmons so much that it's like, I wouldn't even want to touch him right now.
What do they mean, fuck? Did they elaborate?
I think either I guess the coaching and the maturity or basically trying to get this guy to the next level, that didn't go well at all. Because they brought both of them niggas in to not only Daryl Morey, obviously, to make the team better roster-wise, and Doc Rivers to make the team better internally.
Yeah.
They failed both ways based off of, if we're looking at the end result of one of their 2-star players, their pillar players, is asking out. They want to play for 29 other teams outside of them. That's a horrible. You go from the first overall seed in the Eastern Conference Finals to you may be an 8th seed now if you just haven't beat, because you have to trade Ben Simmons now. There's no point.
No, you don't have to trade him.
Well, you don't have to,
and I wouldn't,
but you should.
No, absolutely not.
My thing is this: before I get to Doc Rivers, because y'all know how I feel about Doc Rivers. Ben Simmons is soft and is a jackass. I agree with y'all. I agree with everything that says. But what else is new about Ben Simmons? Did we not know that going into his career? Not to say that he was like, we knew for sure he was soft and a jackass, but we knew from jump that he could not shoot. Did that stop the 76ers from drafting him number 1 overall? No. Not at all. Out of LSU, everybody said this nigga can't shoot. He got to improve his shooting, his jump shot. So going in, to me, it's like a relationship. Going in, you know this girl crazy.
But it's not uncommon for teams to draft players that can't shoot.
It's not uncommon at all. Because you're drafting them off potential, right? You're drafting off potential. Black women for 40 years. Say what?
I can fix them.
And I fell in love with potential.
Fell in love with potential.
So
I can make him get right.
So they fell in love with potential. Drafted a nigga, and they found out after year after year, after roster change after roster change, he ain't shit. I was on the same he ain't shit. Ken, you said he wasn't shit either.
Me and FIFO.
I was louder than you, but you said you was there, so you there. My thing is, why are we surprised? Like I've now moved off. The reason why I've moved off of Ben in our chats and in these conversations because I know what he was then. I had enough body of work to say, bro, this nigga ain't that dude. So I moved off of him because it's like I'm not trying to continue to bash him because he is what he is. When they brought Doc in, that's when everybody was like, this nigga gonna change shit. They brought Daryl Morey in, this nigga gonna change shit. Both of them niggas either have drastically changed their rosters for the better, or and one of them has won a title within the last.
Were they saying that he was going to fix Ben
20
Simmons?
years? Huh? Yeah, that was the whole point was Doc is going to take this team over the top.
But not that he was going to fix Ben Simmons.
I'm not going to say specifically fix Ben Simmons, but take him over the top does include fixing Ben Simmons, right?
No.
How does that not?
No, because his actions show that.
Whose actions?
Doc. His actions year long show that he said repeatedly, everybody knows this, that we can win with him with the way he is. So.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I'll give you that the expectations for Doc to improve Ben Simmons. I was the only one saying that on the show, like, who the fuck has Doc helped improve plenty of times? So I'll give you that. My thing is with Doc is, all right, you're there to be a player's coach. That's what he's known as, right? A player's coach to help the team. Mm-hmm. Does a player's coach come out after Game 7 and say the shit that he says? After what you just said, Ken, the whole season, he was like, let Ben be Ben. He's good the way he is. I'm not gonna change who he is because I believe we can win with this player.
Well, the emotions off of that were extremely high.
Now we emotional as a head coach, who's a veteran head coach. But go ahead.
But do player coaches say that? I'm unsure. But do coaches say that? Absolutely.
I'm gonna say the reason why I bring that up is because I'm using Doc's words against him. Because he's been consistent that whole time up until Game 7. That shocked me what he said when the reporter asked him, "Do you think Ben Simmons is a championship winning play PG? Whatever the fuck?
Can you win with Ben Simmons? Can you win it all with Ben Simmons?"
He said, "I don't know."
That's the truth.
The other time he was like, the last time he got pissed off against the reporter talking about some. Bro, don't ask me no questions like that. What the fuck? I question your IQ if you asking me shit like that. You go from that to saying I don't know. And then he come back 3 months later on First Take.
It wasn't 3 months later. It was the next day.
3 months later.
It was the next day.
Did he come on First Take the next day to clarify his statements?
But I do think what Ken is saying is right, though. He was just frustrated. I mean, that's like Mike Vrabel saying that Julio Jones made that boneheaded.
Right.
Did he come on First Take the next day and say, you know what? Those comments should not be, because we was criticizing him 24 hours later.
Then let's put the facts on the table. He came out and cleared it up the next day. He also is on the record of saying that he did speak with Ben Simmons and also clear the air with him shortly after, either the next day. I think he said the next day too. So he took the steps to try to fix what he fucked up. I'm going to say this. Ben Simmons is using this as a scapegoat to get out of Philly.
I agree.
He's trying to he's using Doc Rivers' reputation against him.
Doc Rivers' reputation is Doc Rivers' reputation.
And he's leveraging that.
Ben Simmons had before Doc became a part of the Philadelphia 76ers, Doc Rivers' reputation was what it was. It's not even close as far as the coaches who have lost as many 3-1 leads as he has. It's not even fucking close. So that's his reputation coming in. My thing is this. Ben Simmons, again, I brought the history back for a reason. We knew what kind of player he was. I've been calling out, me and you been calling out how he has not improved
well, since
at
you
all.
joined the program, you've been on him, for the record, there was this stretch that he had when Embiid was out, and he just went fucking bananas, triple doubles.
Even after that,
that was his team. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker. Okay, so this is it. And then if he add the jump shot, this motherfucker gonna be crazy. He just never did it. So then there was one show where, I was like, man, we got to talk about Ben Simmons. Where I was like, okay, because I go by what I see, the evidence that I see, and I'm like, okay, this shit ain't working. So we had that show.
And you go by what you see. I go by what I know. I know he ain't shit. I know Doc Rivers ain't shit.
I'm more pragmatic than you.
I know. I call it like how I know it. And the reason why I'm bringing both of them together is because Ben Simmons has not been shit. Like I said, he's been a jackass. So I'm not surprised by what the shit he doing. I'm not surprised he asked out for Philly. Who else? If you a nigga that is, like they said, the GM said from Vinny Goodwin himself, GMs and VP said, the nigga Hollywood, the nigga don't work hard. You knew that going in, and Philadelphia obviously coddled him since they drafted him.
Yeah.
So if you knew that, I'm not surprised. Like if you always been lying, I'm not being surprised if you're a liar. So like, if you always been lazy in Hollywood, I'm not surprised you're being lazy in Hollywood. What's the most Hollywood thing to do? Blame it on others. Blame it on others for your mistakes, and then ask out. That's what he did. I'm not surprised by that. And why wouldn't he? He's in the worst. Look at the city he's in. He's in the worst city to get support. Mm-hmm. They boo Santa Claus. like, get the fuck out. Like,
they'll support him if he play well. Whenever he balling.
And that's
when he was balling.
How did you start that question off?
When he was balling.
How did you start the question off, kid? You said if.
And when he was balling.
Drinking right now.
When he was balling, they had his back fully.
That's anybody.
There was even a point when, and you remember the stretch where they were like, "Damn, we don't even need Embiid." This was a legit conversation.
Who was going to get traded?
Did you say that?
I said there was a conversation.
No, I'm saying, but did you say
that? I've always been pro Embiid.
Okay, did you say that? Okay, I ain't say that shit.
Nah, but
so we talking about ragamuffin ass niggas.
I'm talking but those conversations shit. Matter because it highlights what a player is doing in a certain moment.
And that's why I said you and that's why I'm glad you said you speak on the things you see, and I said I speak on the things I know. I know that that's not the situation. You should never take that microcosm of games of the run he was on as a holistic viewpoint of who he is as a player.
Yes, you can because you can because it showed that without Embiid, you can take full advantage of his skill set. Mm-hmm. When Embiid is there, it slows down. You can't utilize Ben Simmons' full skill set with Embiid.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about
which is why he's jealous of Embiid because Doc Rivers put all the focus on the offense to Embiid to the point where he was an MVP.
He was jealous. He's jealous of anybody who would take more shot away from him.
Well, he has the ball to take shots.
He's Hollywood.
Well, I disagree with that because he has ample enough opportunities to take shots he don't.
No, I'm saying to take more shine off of him.
Oh, shine. I thought
shine, yeah. Shine.
Oh, yes. 100%.
Anybody who, like Ben Simmons, if you're the point guard, you most likely are running the team. You're most likely the best. Like if you're a star point guard, you're most likely the best player. Look at Chris Paul with the Phoenix Suns. Look at John Morant with the Memphis Grizzlies. You even look at Dame Lillard with the Blazers. Like you have a lot of players where if you're the best point guard, you're most likely the best player on the team. Most likely. Even LeBron James is point guard at this point. So my thing again with the whole Ben Simmons Philly situation is like you guys knew who he was in the beginning. My criticism of Philly since then is the adjustment period of trying to figure out how do we win with this guy.
They over the shit, Nick.
Well, here's my question. I would ask you: the year he came out, who would you have drafted? He was drafted first, unanimously, of course. Who would you have taken?
What year was that draft?
2016.
2016. Let's look at that. Let's look at the NBA draft 2016. We have Ben Simmons number 1, Brandon Ingram number 2, Jaylen Brown number 3.
Ooh, that was a touchdown. Oh, that nigga, he just fell.
I hope he didn't get hurt.
No, he done.
He did get hurt.
That's bad.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's the rookie.
That's my rookie, and he been playing ball too. He been playing ball.
If I'm Philly, if you're talking about who would I have drafted over Ben Simmons, probably nobody.
That's the thing.
Looking at this draft, probably nobody.
They competing for sack.
But that's not my point. My point isn't the mistake of drafting Ben Simmons. My point is the mistake of not knowing who he was when you drafted him.
That's the thing. I think they knew who he was, but they were saying with a few key additions to his game,
let me ask you this
he could get there. And I'm sure, like I watched Ben Simmons, and I felt like he could add this, these couple things. It wasn't like you wasn't asking him to shoot threes. You just ask him to add a little mid-range game to his game, just a little something.
Let me ask you this question. Remember when Kyle was talking about that draft class with Daniel Jones, right? And with Haskins and all that shit, right? Mm. And what do when the Giants picked Daniel Jones over Haskins, in the chat we was like, why would they do that? Kyle was like, I got some insider information, right? He was like, look, the interview process, horrible for Haskins.
I remember that. Mm-hmm.
These niggas be interviewing Ben Simmons way before they draft this motherfucker.
Right.
You get a good read on a nigga for multitude of interviews, multitude of workouts, all that shit, way before you draft a nigga.
Right.
My thing is, if you know the nigga can't shoot going in, and they had him draft class, power forward / PG as his position, he's a ball handler, great. Mm-hmm. But if he's the leader of your team, he can't be your top 2 best players.
So, who was drafted 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th?
Second was Brandon Ingram, Jaylen Brown. 4th was Dragon Bender,
Thon Maker. Wasn't he?
Did they? No,
Am I wrong?
Yeah, Thon Maker was 10.
So B.I.
Chris Dunn was 5.
So B.I. and the third pick?
Jaylen Brown.
So B.I. maybe. But B.I. and Jaylen Brown ain't got shit on Ben Simmons. That's right.
Ben Simmons, yeah.
I was thinking about Bill on Simmons' talent. If
you're talking about playmaking talent, no. But if you're talking about talent overall, B.I. and Ben Simmons kind of cancel each other out.
Well, Ben Simmons at the time when he came
especially if you look at that now, they definitely Brandon Ingram better than this nigga.
Well,
no.
At
Consistently,
the time
is.
Ben Simmons came in the league, he was supposed to be that guy. He wasn't just a draft pick based off his height. Simmons was supposed
what you're talking about, go ahead.
He was supposed to be that guy. He was the answer to everybody's problems. He was an anomaly, but they were looking at his potential so much, which you couldn't help but do it. He scored on the charts.
I get that.
This is hindsight. This is revisionist history, Nick, and it's unfair to Ben Simmons.
No, I'm not blaming Philly for drafting him. That's not the argument I'm making.
You're blaming them for expecting more.
I'm blaming them for expecting more after a long period of time.
At what point should they have cut it off?
By before they offered him the contract extension.
The contract extension?
What has he shown them before that contract extension that he deserves all that money? They tied up to the nigga now because of that shit.
Yeah,
and that gives them leverage.
But if you had let him go too soon,
then
he went somewhere. If you had let him go before that, he went off somewhere and did what we thought he could do. Then you look.
How long does it take you to get to know somebody?
What people say, 3 to 5 years.
They had 3 to 5 years, and they still gave him the contract extension.
This was his 5th year.
No, they had 3 to 5. It's already past 3.
You pay Ben Simmons, bro.
You stretch that out to 5. They got a 5th-year option for a reason. You stretch that out to 5.
But I think it's giving them leverage in this situation.
It's giving them leverage in this situation, but what leverage are we talking about? What team is giving up as much as they asked for Ben Simmons?
And that's
but you know what's crazy? The crazy
what
thing
team is doing that?
The crazy thing about this whole argument is that
he got shit.
Even though this whole year we were frustrated with Ben, they ended up in first place in the Eastern Conference. So
what did that mean, though? What did that mean at the end of the day?
It means a lot.
Did you believe they were the number one seed, the number one team in the Eastern Conference when they had that record?
I did.
I was gonna say they could have won it all.
Over Brooklyn, a healthy Brooklyn, because they were still healthy before that time.
Brooklyn?
Yes.
No, because nobody was over Brooklyn at the time.
No one thought about Philly.
Was never healthy.
It was only between the Bucks and Brooklyn. Let's keep it a beam.
The Bucks weren't even in that conversation.
Yes, they were.
Everybody thought Boston
because we talked about Giannis this is the year that Giannis had to prove himself.
We talked about this year, but Bucks weren't in the conversation.
Bucks have always been in the conversation. They've always been a top 3 seed. They've been a top 3 seed team for the last 2-3 years.
It was Brooklyn and Philly.
It was Brooklyn, Philly, and Boston because Boston used to beat Philly every year.
Brooklyn, Philly, and Boston. I mean Brooklyn, Milwaukee, and Boston.
Boston would beat Philly every year.
Philly,
Milwaukee, everybody,
Philly, Brooklyn,
said Giannis will fold.
Philly, Brooklyn, and the Bucks. All 3 had the same type of pressure on them as far as this past
pressure,
year.
Yeah, but I don't think we were talking about the Bucks winning.
No. Because we said Giannis couldn't get past the first round. That's what everybody was talking about.
No, we said Giannis couldn't get to the finals. We seen him get past the first round. We seen him get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
To win the finals, it was Philly and it was.
We never seen Philly get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
But we were not,
and we still have it.
But what I'm saying is, we always talked about Boston because Boston took them out for the past 2 years.
Boston was not in consideration towards the second half of the season. We knew that early. We knew early
they fell
Boston,
out of the conversation.
So that's what I'm saying. Going at the time they were because they didn't even get the number 1 seed till late into the season because Brooklyn was the number 1 seed for a minute. They was going back and forth. So that's what I'm saying. Like a healthy Brooklyn, even with just Kevin Durant and Kyrie, we thought they was going to sweep the East.
They probably would.
But there were conversations that said that if anybody could beat the Brooklyn team, it was Philly because of the advantages they had.
It was Philly, and that was it.
I'm just telling you what we was talking about.
And I'm saying that I wasn't with that shit because I knew them niggas ain't, bruh.
Whether you were with it or not, the
leadership of Ben Simmons and Doc Rivers, I trust motherfucking Dr. Phil more than I trust Doc Rivers to lead a team. I trust who's your homegirl? Nice lady, Dr. Lovejoy. I trust Dr. Lovejoy more than I trust Doc Rivers.
No, I'm still rocking with Doc, man. I think this is just Ben Simmons.
I ain't rocking with shit with Doc. Doc over here talking out of his ass.
Nah, he was.
He's talking about he slept good. What he saying that first? He said I slept good.
I slept good last night, Stephen A.
For what?
But he was talking. He was lying his ass off. in that interview. You did say that you didn't know if you can win with Ben Simmons.
It was a simple question. I don't know how the reporter could have asked him any more clear than that.
I don't know how Doc Rivers forgot that we actually have audio of the question and the response. That's what I was like.
You know what his response was when a nigga lied when he said, "Hey, play back the tape." Nigga, we played the tape.
I'm like, Doc. I'm like, you did say that because that's why everybody was talking about it. Like, what are you talking about? So, look, Ben, look, my thing is I wouldn't trade him. I would find the shit out of that motherfucker. And I would make his ass sit there for the rest of the goddamn season.
Now,
because you're not going to get equal value.
When it comes to leverage, I think both of them don't have leverage. I think Philly if you want to lean it towards the organization's always going to be there. The organization's always going to have money, so you can lean towards the organization. That's an easy cop out. But as far as this team is trying to win a title, this team is trying to be competitive. If they
could put Maxey in there and probably do what they did last year.
No, they can't. But who are they getting for Ben Simmons?
They're not. That's what I'm saying. That's the point. That's why you can't trade him right now. As long as you got 4 years left on that contract, unlike who was it, Harden and somebody else that had 1 year left, Anthony Davis. Like in that situation, you got to move him because their contract is up at the end of the
season. Harden had like 2-3 years left.
I thought it was in the final year.
He had he's still on the he was on the hook for some seasons.
Oh, well,
because we talked about that with Houston. Houston didn't have to trade him either. It wasn't like he was going to be a free agent next season. That's what my thing is like. The way again, this ain't the 2000s. This ain't the 90s. If niggas is upset and frustrated, like again, another point that I agree with FIFA on, trade their ass.
No, fuck that. These motherfuckers are getting too much goddamn
power. If that's the case, that gives them way too much power.
Yes, and they're putting way too much power.
They're the ones that move the needle.
Bro, no, Ben Simmons ain't moving no fucking needle. He lost that.
I'm talking about star players. I ain't talking about Ben Simmons. I'm talking about star players move the needle for your team.
And Ben Simmons is not a star player anymore to the point where he'll move the needle for a motherfucker. As a matter of fact, Ben Simmons is actually fucking up his reputation, and he need to get his shit back together.
His reputation was already fucked up. It's just now exposed.
It's going to be even worse.
Yeah, now it's worse because now you're looking like a baby on top of the fact that you are the reason why your team is where they are. So it's really not a good look. It's really not a good look.
Yeah, he out here.
So would you trade him for C.J. McCollum and
your boy Hubbard?
No, that ain't Hubbard. That's somebody else.
Hubbard's what, 28?
30. Oh, that's Freeman.
Freeman with Freeman with the Ravens.
Yeah, that's Royce Freeman.
He's trying to get from Denver. He's trying to get off the practice squad. No, I would not trade him for C.J. McCollum.
C.J. McCollum and Robert Covington back.
Nope.
And 2 draft picks.
That's not enough.
You ain't gonna get no equal value to Ben Simmons.
Enough. It's not enough.
No matter what. But that's the reason why I say they have no leverage. Because they're not going to get any equal value.
That's why I say that Ben Simmons also don't have any leverage. Because
they wouldn't let him sit.
Because of the contract. And they can fine him.
They can fine him, and they could also ultimately not pay him because he's not playing games. If he's willing to sit out the whole season like you said.
Exactly.
And it's a lot of money at stake. He can't lose all that money. Ain't nobody giving him that much
money.
Well,
the only good thing he got against them with him is the fact that he still has value to some team.
But not.
As long as they always say, as long as one team wants you, that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, enough and that's why he fucked this whole thing up.
And the only team that can really trade with Philly that makes it enticing, well, we got to take Brooklyn out because Kevin Durant went to the ownership and said, "Look, don't trade Kyrie."
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, I saw the report that said he said, "Don't trade Kyrie for Ben Simmons."
Oh, nice. Because that would fuck up Brooklyn.
Oh yeah. First of all, I don't know why they want to get rid of Kyrie.
I do. Because
he ain't that big of a headache.
Man, Kyrie.
I wouldn't it.
He ain't that big. What has Kyrie done that's so catastrophic that you need to trade him?
Kyrie might retire. It was something.
He's only that rumor came out because he said he was starting to get traded.
It's something else happened today.
You want to talk about somebody who was wait a minute. Kyrie's as much of a headache as Ben Simmons.
Kyrie produces more than Ben Simmons.
Oh, he's reportedly not vaccinated as New York City.
When does he produce?
When does he produce?
Yeah.
Did we not look at the Game 7? I mean, Game 7.
When he's on the field.
On the court.
When he feels like playing.
How many times?
I would say this. In the playoffs, he always feel like
playing. How many times was he out for undisclosed reasons?
He been like that. Same thing with Kawhi. Kawhi be out for multitude of games. But when you want him in the playoffs, what's the best time to have Kawhi? In the regular season or in the playoffs?
Kawhi asked himself the same thing.
Whenever the games are being played. You got a whole offseason to chill. Get your life together.
But nah, yeah, this.
Let's let's not have the conversation. Kyrie is clearly a way better player than Ben Simmons. Let's not keep
he's
it.
a better player.
Oh no, yeah,
that's not a question.
And my thing is like you would never even, not even think about a trade for Kyrie for Ben Simmons straight up. That's pointless.
Nah, that's stupid. He don't fit that roster.
Yeah, that's stupid on both parts.
I mean, you got James Harden as the point guard. What are you doing?
You don't unless you're gonna put Ben Simmons on that block where he belong, but he ain't tough enough down there.
Yeah, but nah, I'm just They made Doc go out and do that interview though. That's
but it was 3 months too late.
Well, the organization made him go.
That's
out
what I'm saying. Like he should have came out on first take.
But there's no need to talk to us about Ben Simmons when you're talking to Ben Simmons about the situation. We don't need to be privy to that. If he's talking to the source, why they can't make that throw?
Teddy could definitely make that throw. Chill out. Don't shit on Teddy. Teddy Two Gloves is a legend.
It's 7-6 against the Texans. That's all I got to say.
And they about to score.
I mean, I'm happy that they're gonna win because I bet $50 on this game. But
nice play call.
That was a beautiful play call.
No,
that's a fat motherfucker.
Here's the thing, Shelton. This is actually what you want to see because y'all were Oh, that's my guy, Tommy Tremble. Hey, he on my team.
You start him?
Hey, man, he racking up against the Cardinals.
Did you start him?
Yeah, he's my starter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's my starter. I went and got him.
That's how shitty tight ends are in the league.
I wanted to get rid of Max Williams. I didn't like he was slow. He's more of a blocking tight end.
Tommy Tremble, they put him in a lot of different spots. He's an athlete. That's what they talked about all summer.
Yeah, he's on my team. I got him. I got Brevin Jordan and somebody else.
He never caught the ball much in college, so they were saying it was new to him, but they loved his athleticism.
Nigga, you ain't got Tommy Tremble on your damn lineup.
Yes, he is.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is.
He ain't there. I'm looking at your lineup right now. He is not there. You got Tunyon in for this week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was talking about Madden. My bad.
Oh, you talking about Madden? Yeah.
No, Tunyon was gonna light your ass up.
Tunyon ain't gonna do shit. Don't let that Monday night game.
Hey, let me read a couple of these super chats real quick. We got Josh Bros. Josh Bros with a question for Nick. He said, Nick, are you ready to say Danny Dimes is done yet?
No. I told y'all in the Reddit thread, I'm giving Danny Dimes this whole season before I tell y'all what I really think about him. I'm a Giants fan, diehard fan, so I'm going to talk all the shit that I got to talk.
I agree with you.
But at that last game, he showed me a lot that last game. If it wasn't for that, for penalties, we win that game easy.
That's really special.
And the penalties had nothing to do with him.
That's cool how you say that because most times you're a wins and losses type guy. So
when we're talking about evaluating a quarterback, I need a whole season.
No, you're a wins and losses kind of guy.
No, wins and losses are when we're talking about established motherfuckers. Danny Dimes isn't established yet.
Yeah, how many years has he been in the league?
He was hurt last year, and he was drafted the year before that.
This is his third year.
This is third year who's actually on pace to play all 17 games.
How many games he missed last year?
He only played he missed
6?
He got hurt like week 4. He was out for the rest of the season.
He came back and fucked up the playoff run.
Move on to the next super chat.
Joshua Jericho Apollosack said, which 0-2 team bounces back by mid-season?
Oh, we already know. Hey,
Minnesota.
It's the New York Giants, boy.
The Minnesota Vikings. That's the
No, they're not.
They were in both games.
If you're talking about
the Milwaukee Bucks are not going back to back. Drink more water. Stop it. Jesus Christ. They're the new Toronto Raptors.
0-2 team. Who are
one and done.
Let me see who are all 0-2.
Minnesota.
Minnesota ain't shit, bro. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Minnesota, Jets.
Jets ain't shit.
The Giants, of course.
Giants are coming back.
Oh, which 0-2 team is going to win?
Giants are coming back.
Which 0-2 team is going to be back by mid-season?
Yeah, Giants are coming back because of the division.
The Jets.
Back when? Back what?
Jacksonville, Indianapolis, the Giants, Minnesota, and Detroit, in Atlanta. I say Minnesota.
Out of all those teams, I see the Giants. I see the Colts. At least, and this is me saying 500. Just 500.
The Vikings the closest team. The Vikings and the Colts.
Your
boy hurt again.
Hey,
you know
Wu Young
right?
said Daniel Jones played 14 games this year. He played 14 games last year.
Okay, so I wasn't crazy.
Daniel Jones.
So that's enough for a season.
Yeah, 16-game season.
Let me see. He was hurt of a significant amount of times last year.
I mean, he was hurt, but he was not talking about feelings. We talking about actual physical.
No, I'm talking about he was out. Let me look at this because he's only played He hasn't played that many games. That's the whole point.
Yeah, the Vikings have the most talent of the 0-2 teams.
Talent ain't the reason. There's a lot of teams with talent.
Dalvin Cook practicing, man. And he gonna man.
Dalvin Cook, yeah, you saw the report though. He damn near. He's a game time decision damn near.
Nah, they were fucking him up in that game.
I don't mind his backup though. He got a good backup. Madison is a good.
I know. I picked his ass up. That's why I'm hoping his ass out.
Oh, you motherfucker! I need a backup for damn Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell said that. What's that quote, man? Damn. But he was looking for DBs to run over. Mm-hmm. He said about the third or fourth quarter, he said you won't want to see him again after he hit you a couple times.
Okay, yeah, you're right. He played 14 games. Nonetheless, 0-2 teams. I'm only giving it to the Giants and who else did I say?
You said the Giants and you said the Colts.
Yeah, Giants and the Colts.
Yeah, I'm Giants Colts.
I'm Minnesota and the Colts.
Why Minnesota? Just for the talent?
I'm Vikings and the Colts.
Why Minnesota for both of y'all?
Because they got two great receivers and they got a great running back.
Okay, what is it?
They lost two really close games too.
And they lost both close games.
So lost both close games. They still lost, right?
Yeah.
Against
why they lost?
Against who? Against
the
who?
Kicker.
Against who? No, they didn't lose. They didn't lose against Cincinnati because
that
the
kicker missed that game.
They didn't lose Cincinnati.
I'm talking about they should be 1-1.
Oh, okay. It should be. Hey, kicking is a part of the game.
Yeah,
Tom Brady won 3 titles off of kicking.
I know, and you know that you would be 1-1 if your kicker could kick.
Right.
Hey, hey, you say what? How you start that sentence off, kid? Anytime kids say "if," we drink it. All right, that's what it is. I know you got something in that thermos too, Michelle. We drink it.
Ooh, look at that blitz.
Hey, them boys is fast. That defense is tough. Well,
I'm
really hoping that Horn ain't hurt bad. JC Horn.
Yeah, me too, man. I like to see what these rookies do.
He been balling, man. He is really been doing. He's been guarding the top receiver for every game. He's the number one corner off rip.
The crazy thing about this game is that Houston is still in it.
with David Mills.
Like
no, Nick.
They are in it. They are not in this game.
Don't let the score fool you. They are not in
this game. Did they go for 2?
Yeah, they have not went yet. No, they missed the extra point.
They missed the extra point?
Yes.
Not with a rookie quarterback, man. That no one has ever heard that.
He was way in over his head at the beginning of this game.
They about to light his ass up.
Until that last drive in the first half, it was completely Carolina.
And the drive and that was all because they were playing soft coverage because it was 2 minutes.
We'll see.
All right. You see. This is exactly what was going on.
It's only an 8-point game. It's an 8-point game. That's all I'm saying.
This shit is over, bro.
It's over.
Sheldon, you said I pick helmets when it comes to my weekly picks. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You said I pick helmets. That's what, nah, get the fuck out of here. I make my picks off of either logic or emotion. Most likely emotion.
Yes.
Anytime I see the Bengals or the Giants, you already know where I'm going.
I said go 4-0 and then turn around and go 0-4.
Ooh, Hubbard. Hubbard can't get out the cupboard.
That's about 3 yards.
Man, that's the offensive line pushing your ass.
Doesn't matter. 3 yards is good.
I'll give you that.
I'll take 3 yards.
But yeah, you see he ain't come up clapping and none of that shit.
Watch you pop one.
He ain't popping shit.
I was they bringing in Freeman now.
I like that beard. Good job, though, bro.
Hey
shit.
Any dark skinned nigga with a great beard like that, boy, you gotta fear him. That's why they only up 8.
I bet that defense so mad at offense right now.
They knew going in.
What, Carolina or Tampa? Texas.
They knew what the deal was.
I'm talking about Carolina.
Oh,
because the defense is flying all over the field right now. They should be up 50 right now.
Flag. Hold it. Hold it.
Look at that run. Well, look at the wheels, Shelton.
Look at him, bro. What the fuck? Look at that.
Oh, he got some wheels. You remember he tripped last year?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, Mr. Ant-Man with the super chat. Mr. Ant-Man 27, what's happening?
I think it was a
I think it was a face mask.
I think it was holding. I don't know if it's face mask.
Mr. Ant-Man said, how different would the NFL landscape look if all the dual sport athletes stuck to their original sport? That's Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, Matt Stafford, Russell Wilson. Will we still look at the the QBs the same?
Cam Irvin, sorry.
I don't know if I'll call that
That's
holding.
Not holding.
But if they stuck to their original sport, we would not have this golden
Jameis Winston as well.
We would not have this golden age of black QBs. That's what it was.
Because all those dual sport athletes are quarterbacks. You got Jameis,
Yeah.
All of them.
Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes. His daddy played baseball.
0-2, right?
Huh? No, he 1-1.
1-1.
Remember they busted the Colts ass.
Oh yeah.
You just quick the shit on Russell, boy.
There you go, Hubbard.
Bro, Hubbard can't.
There you go, Hubbard.
Hubbard can't get out the cupboard, bro.
Yeah.
He can't do shit.
Look at that. He didn't go down. He got a
yard, bro.
It's like he running through quicksand. Who was that?
That's McCaffrey. Ooh, they looking at. They be showing shit slow motion, bro. You see everything, every break and every.
He tried to pat him on the butt.
He did. He tried to touch him just now. That bothered me for a second. Hey, drink more water with the super chat.
Roby Anderson gonna do something.
We'll see. This 39. This is his time.
He ain't done nothing all year. I dropped him. He was on my fantasy team.
Nigga, you need to drop your whole team, bro. Ain't you in the basement? Nigga, ain't you the last nigga in the league?
Absolutely not. I'm 1-1.
You ain't 2-0 though, are you?
No.
Ooh,
good.
That was a good pass.
Shelton?
Yes, sir. Good.
And he got decked.
Good catch.
Sam Darnold is trying to play for his career right now.
He used to throwing under. He used to making those.
He used to see it go, so he ain't scared no more, kid. he ain't scared no more of these niggas. Hey, that nigga got decked.
For real.
Yeah, he did. He got smashed right there.
But that's knowing where your guy's gonna be and throwing to that spot and hoping that he's gonna recognize it.
And he knew exactly how many yards he needed to get.
Yep.
Drink More Water said ESPN is ranking players and had James Harden ranked 10th. Is this too low?
I gotta see one.
I gotta see the whole list.
It feels like it's too low though. He should be in the top 5.
He should be top 8. I ain't gonna go that far.
Man, they tried to play him. Man.
He got it. Yeah, he got it. Yeah.
They moved the ball a little bit back. They should have been a first.
These niggas don't really know where the ball is.
Who's the top? Who's 9 in front of him? Drink More Water. I don't know what 9 could have been in front of him.
Steph, KD, LeBron, Kawhi,
AD,
Embiid. Yeah, Embiid. Oh, AD. That's 6. Dame Lillard 7. 8 will be.
No, sir.
You only got Dame Lillard over James Harden? Why not?
I just think James Harden brings more to the table.
What do you mean brings more? More what?
He gets more assists.
Okay.
Gets more people involved. Their scoring is about equal.
No, I would say. Well, this score is about equal, but as far as who would I want clutch wise, I'm taking Dame over.
Oh, clutch wise, you pick.
That's who the best. If everything is even, we going clutch.
No, but you got to get there. Like I said,
what you mean get there? Did he not get to the Western Conference Finals too? With a worse roster?
Yeah, he has. Yeah.
Who had a better roster throughout their whole tenure? From Houston to Portland. James Harden had way more people than Dame Lillard. And he still produced. I don't understand why it's a. And James Harden hasn't done shit. They called a flag.
Yeah, it was a flag.
How?
Did he
grabbed him.
He ain't grabbed shit.
He was hugging on him.
I'm trying to see that list.
Watch, nigga. Watch, here it is, right there. Grabbing right there. See,
bruh, this. Come on, bro.
Can't be grabbing white people like that. If it was black, they wouldn't call that.
This football, white people be complaining about all this shit more than us.
Look at
that. Vico said probably Luka because he is ESPN's White Hope.
Oh, they really is. Don't give me we're gonna have plenty of time for basketball. Yep, for sure. Because Luka, boy, he don't watch.
I can't get it to open up. I can't see it.
Because they fucked up. They don't want to show the shit.
Oh, why you looking at that?
So what happened with Tiger, man?
Tiger on some bullshit.
I ain't get a chance to check out
the text messages that are coming out as far as his that was a horrible play call, Matt Rule. The text messages coming out when he was cheating on his wife and shit. That's what it was. That's what B put in the chat. This nigga was saying some goofy shit.
This was just. First of all, he's blocking. You ran into the block. Go to the outside.
That was just a dumb play.
It wasn't that bad.
Houston has been locking their ass up all game. They only got 14 points in 3 quarters. Come on. They might not even call.
Don't even run the play. What are you doing?
No, they gonna let this shit wait. Yeah, they gonna let this shit wait. They only got 14 points in 3 quarters.
That's the NFL game.
No, it's not.
They don't even have one of their best guys. That's not bad.
But to Shelton, they got 2,000-yard receivers.
I mean, you know.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that defense.
And they got a quote unquote better quarterback. You was talking shit about Teddy Two Gloves.
I told you that.
You said Teddy Two Gloves only got 5 games, and Sam Darnold about 3 games away.
You see all them blue shirts every time you drop back, man. It's clouds coming. It's the sky.
Whatever.
Shit.
Joshua Jericho, what's up, man? Appreciate you. Good. Rachel Nichols legit got ostracized by ESPN. Rightfully so.
They doing her wrong.
Rightfully so.
It was too late.
Nah.
What I'm saying is they should have did it at first, but they waited.
First of all, no one really gave a fuck about the jump because it starred Rachel Nichols and what's his name? Jefferson Splice.
Yeah, it should.
I don't give a fuck about them niggas.
They should have taken swift action. That was more reactionary.
Very.
And it was a.
And I'm cool for a white woman losing her job for a black woman.
Well, she didn't lose it for her. The black woman left.
She
should have lost her job.
Black woman got what's her name? I think it starts with an M. I think it's Mikola or something like that. She's gonna get her NBA show in the same slot. It's gonna be called NBA Today or some shit like that.
Yeah, this is temporary. I don't even know why nobody should be cheering this. You know why? Because it's just temporary. This is all for show right now, and eventually she'll be back stronger than ever.
Ken, we gotta take our wins when we get them.
It's not a win.
White woman came out talking shit about a black woman. She get her ass fired. I'm celebrating that shit.
It's not a win.
I'm celebrating that shit.
I think Sheldon's right. It's a reaction. Some bullshit.
Cal Not Nice says, shout out to you for the super chat. When will Giannis finally get the respect other bigs get? If he was American, would he be pushed more? Yes. If he was American, he would be more in tune with the culture and everything. But the fact that he actually just wants to do his job and go home, that's why he's not the number one player.
100.
And for the fact that his interviews don't entice anybody.
They said that's a FIFO question.
Yeah. Oh, here's the text message.
Oh, Mikola Andrews.
Malika Andrews.
I'm drinking.
Fine.
Damn, Tiger thirsty.
And I
you reading the receipts? Bro, he
Santa Claus. I agree with you as well.
He called himself a Blasian, bro. Get the fuck out!
It's not about Giannis getting a jump shot, man.
Off the golf course,
Giannis proving that he's that guy.
Off the golf course, I don't fuck with Tiger at all as a person.
Tiger nasty.
He white boy nasty.
What did Tiger say?
What B said? He said no black man says cock. Hey, Tiger ain't with us, bro. Tiger man ain't with us. The one time, hey, remember that clip I sent you, Jason Whitlock, when he was hosting the Herd? The only time Jason Whitlock hosted the Herd, he was talking hella shit about LeBron and Tiger. But I don't agree with what he said about LeBron. But that Tiger shit.
Oh, look at Tommy, boy.
Oh, that was early.
And you know what's crazy? Jason Whitlock used to do my hometown's sports section paper. My brother sent me an article. So he's out
here, bro. Like he
used to do. I was like, that's Jason Whitlock. He's crazy. My brother sent it to me, so he would do my high school games. I was like, Jason.
Damn,
Whitlock.
Tiger said
that shit can't be real, man.
Tiger, did you not hear the voicemail back in the day when that came out? He was like, he on the voicemail. She was like, Tiger here. Call me back.
He said, where do you want to be bitten? What kind of shit is this,
bro? Tiger's for the streets, bro.
Oh, you see the list.
Oh, yeah, Connor Pierce Award. Shout out to you, man. It was number 9 is AD. Number 8 is Damian Lillard. Number 7 is Joel Embiid. Number 6 is Joker. They haven't revealed the top 5 yet, but they basically said it's between LeBron, KD, Luka, Giannis, and Steph. Luka needs to be out of there.
Bro, ain't no way these are real messages.
I'm not picking Luka over. I'm not picking Luka over Lillard or AD. If you want to keep it a bean,
get Luka out.
Honestly, I'm not picking Luka over Lillard, Embiid, or AD. I'll give you Joker, but outside of that, no. Hey, he saw Ghost that time.
I heard a little scream just now.
It ain't October, but that nigga, he's
I don't
scared.
know what happened with that play, but god damn. That was smart to get rid of the ball, though, right, Show?
Yeah, it was.
He got it just far enough. Because nobody was looking.
I'm surprised they didn't throw the flag for his punk ass.
He got into the line of scrimmage, and I think there was a receiver or somebody in the area. They really struggling with this Texans defense. I ain't know that good,
the Texans. Hey, if Tyrod Taylor doesn't get hurt, I think they beat Cleveland. Remember, I told you I was like, if they beat Cleveland, bro, we gotta look at the Texans differently. Good tackle.
Good tackle. No, you're right. I thought he was gonna get that.
Nah, that's a great tackle. Luckily he had the sideline because dude was stronger than him. He had the sideline.
That's the rookie.
That's not a first.
Stretch out?
We know it's not a first.
No, they said he may have stretched out.
He ain't stretch out.
Nah, he didn't.
He didn't stretch out. He just got tackled. It's 4th and 1. Hey, Shelton, what's up? Put money online. $100 that y'all get this or not.
Oh, your boy Moore.
Oh no, I ain't. Yeah, that hurts. Right
$100 that y'all get this.
I can't bet on this thing.
You can't bet on. You got all Carolina gear. You can't bet on the Carolina.
Matt Rule like fuck these Panthers. They better not run it though.
They're not gonna run it. He calling a timeout.
So, wait, why would you go? Just go ahead and get the points.
Yeah, take the points at this point. You need to be up 2 scores
because they only up by 8.
But you need to be up 2 scores.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's a whole fourth quarter.
Oh man, this is a rough game.
He hurt too.
But no, that's the point. You got a rookie. Here's the thing. You got a rookie.
You want to be up 2 scores.
Yes.
Right now,
you technically are up 2 scores by the field goal, but 21 is better than 17.
Oh, but they stopped you last time. Yeah, he had a great game, but he had 100 yards in the first half though.
Oh. That's the smartest decision. Just go ahead and get a 2-point lead, and then get it over with. So yeah,
I'm not. Let me say this: I'm not arguing this point because I'm not sure on this myself. But just tell me what y'all think about this though. Luka versus Dame Lillard. Dame played more minutes than Luka did. Luka had 45 more field goals made.
What are you talking about? What context is this?
I'm just saying in general, their stats across the board. Field goal percentage, Luka's is 48%. Dame's is 45. Dame has more 3-pointers made. He has about 78 more threes. He's attempted 200 more threes.
That shit flopping.
More free throws for Dame.
With the Bud Light Seltzer.
Offensive rebounds. The rebounds total. Luka has twice as many rebounds as Dame. Assists, Luka has about 65 more assists than he did last year. Turnovers, Luka had about 60 more turnovers. Luka had more steals and more blocks.
He's a bigger guard, so that makes sense. But as far as player, I'm picking Dame. There's no question.
Dame all day.
Yeah, no question.
Well, because he's
who you taking?
I think
Who you taking?
That's what I'm saying. That's tough for me, and I think
tough. It ain't tough, bro. We be asking you simple. Are you picking Dame or Luka, bro? It ain't that deep.
Give me Luka.
Cut his mic off.
Give me Luka.
Why?
Because he affects more areas of the game.
Slave Master Shelton.
Let me ask you this.
Damn.
He said he affects more areas of the game. Is that on home? Is that at the home? Is that at the home court? Because he ain't do shit on home court. Because he couldn't win one game at home when it mattered.
He sure couldn't.
He couldn't win shit on the road. If you're talking about on the road between him and Dame, I may go Luka.
I was gonna say, if we talking a complete body of work, then he lost those games. Once again, he averaged 40.
He said, if we talking about a complete body of work, like he didn't go over their whole season.
He averaged 40 plus points in those games you're talking about.
Did he win those games?
He averaged 40.
Did he win those games?
Talked about context when we're talking about the players.
But wouldn't you remind me of who I am?
Don't listen to this.
No, hold on. I'm gonna use his words against. Who did he remind me who I am? He said what? I'm about wins and losses. So did he win those games?
You proved my point.
Did he win those games?
I'll take Luka.
So you just choosing him out of just tomfoolery. That's what it is.
How is that foolery?
Because he can't win at home.
What do you mean he can't win at home? Was it one-on-one they were playing? It's not tennis. It's not wrestling. This is not tennis.
You just talked about how he scored 40 points.
That's not MMA.
You talked about how he scored 40 points, right?
Yes.
So you're talking about how huge, and you also said that he contributes to more range of the game than Dame Lillard. But Dame Lillard has won more than in the last playoff games. Who won more home games?
During the finals, where were they?
Let me ask you this:
No.
You said during the finals.
During the finals, where were both of them?
They were both at home. So that doesn't mean nothing. You just made a useless question.
I'm asking you, they both lost.
In the playoffs. In the playoffs,
what round did Portland lose?
They lost in the second round, I believe.
Did they say Dame lost in the first round?
I know that Luka lost a 3-1 lead.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you, who won more home games in the playoffs? between Dame.
That's a irrelevant stat completely.
Irrelevant?
Completely.
Let me ask you this question.
Completely.
Right, if you say it's irrelevant.
Because you talk about who played better.
If
you talk about who played better, then you got to give it to Luka. Because once again, Luka.
I didn't ask who played better.
Triple doubles and scoring 40+ points a game. If Luka played better, what are you supposed to do it all?
If Luka would have won one home game, would they have won that series?
If their team would have won one home game, that team. Team sport. Once again,
if Luka wins the game, if Luka wins a game,
it's not MMA. It's not MMA.
If Luka wins a game, the team wins a game, right?
Not MMA.
Texans have 20 yards this half,
and that between this second half and the second quarter was when they got all the yards.
They about to ball right now. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Mills is gonna score a touchdown and they gonna get the 2-point conversion.
All I know is the Carolina need to play.
Mills is gonna. All I'm saying is, Sean, is if Luka wins one home game, they win that series. But he couldn't do that.
Agree.
He couldn't do that. He couldn't do that. And I'm just asking for one game.
They couldn't.
I'm just asking for one game.
They couldn't.
Because they went all on the road, so it's proven that they can beat the team in harsh environments. But at home, when you're supposed to be your most comfortable, they couldn't do it. He couldn't do it.
When did Dame lose in the first round to the Pelicans?
That was about 2 years ago, I think. That was when Rondo and AD was on. Hey, I'm telling you, bro.
I'm gonna read some of this stuff that y'all saying in the chat. So, because Nick, he not seeing it.
Stephon Kerr says, "I love Dame, but he's not the playoff performer people put him up to be." Okay, you need to get the fuck out the chat.
Couldn't beat the Nuggets.
Get the fuck out of the chat, bro.
Then the Mavs. The fact the Mavs was up 3-1 is crazy. Dame lost in the first round to the Pels, dog. Honestly, winning on the road is more important.
That was his worst playoff performance, series.
Mr. T
was against the Pelicans.
KJ said Portland is a better overall squad than Dallas. I agree. Vico said Luka lost 4 in a row. Yes, that's true.
He could have picked that off.
He should have threw it away.
He could have picked.
I thought he picked it off.
I needed a pick.
You have the defense.
Yeah.
Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said Luka outplayed Dame in the Olympics by a lot. Who gives a fuck about the Olympics, bro? Hey, they hyping up Davis Mills.
They are, man.
They ready for it. He coming. Pause. Hey, I'm telling you, David Mills.
Drew Holiday shut Dame down.
They playing soft coverage again. They not even.
Yeah, I don't
know why they're doing this when they only up by 13.
I don't understand this. They playing like it's the end of the game. We just bend but don't break.
Oh no, not 13 by 11.
You're getting that rookie too much confidence. They should be coming after him every play.
Come on, bro. You gotta catch that shit. Brown Family Brooks says Dame had 4 double-digit leads over the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. He blew all 4 games and got swept.
I'm going Dame.
I'm going to tell you this right now. No one ever thought that Dame was going to win that series. I'll give a damn if he won all them games. If not, no one was picking the Blazers over the Warriors that series.
But who was picking Luka them to win?
Dallas fans?
Everybody thought the Clippers was going to take that series.
That game went to Game 7. Let me ask you this question. It was
supposed to be the Clippers and the Lakers in the finals.
Simplest question you can answer.
I mean, the Western Conference Finals.
What series went longer? The Luka versus Clipper series or the Dame versus the Warriors series? I'm just asking the question.
We talked about
what series went longer?
The Clippers was supposed to be matched up against the Lakers in the finals.
I'll break it down even more. Did Dame against the Warriors that year?
Isn't that who we all put in there?
In the Western, and first of all, it's the Western Conference Finals that we're talking about. We're not talking about the first round or second round of the playoffs that Luka seems like he got hit hard. Luka can't get out of the first, second round.
They're only looking at Cooks.
Yeah, they both they both have been one-sided. That's what
they got to go for it on.
Sam Darnold has been throwing every time to DJ Moore. Like every time that both of them are, he looking at Cooks and Sam Darnold looking at DJ Moore.
That he dodged that first one. He should have threw it away at that second one. Ooh, boy.
He ain't had time to throw that away.
Yeah, I guess.
They hit him with the helmet too.
Ooh, that was the helmet. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't throw the flag.
They might got that much. Look at that.
Nah, he ain't got that much
he tapped him on the way
cachet.
down, yeah.
He ain't got that much cachet to do all that shit. This is a big game. This is a big field goal.
Yeah, it is.
Man, do you know in Madden the fucking Panthers get the 58-yard on me? That's some bullshit. Them motherfuckers ain't do that shit.
Yeah, they definitely couldn't because they ain't got no kicker right now. They've had a different kicker every.
Ooh, that's a good kick.
That's why he kicked the field goal.
They're now down by
8.
He's still down by 8. They should have. I don't know why they missed that field goal, man. Mr. T said Luka doesn't have a player as good as CJ. How good is CJ McCollum? Let's keep it a bean. How good is CJ McCollum? Because at this point in time, he about as good as Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, I can agree with that now.
He got more highlights. But as far as production, when you need him, I haven't seen CJ outside of that game against the playing game against Memphis.
Would you say that his production slipped when he got hurt though? Because you remember
he was out
CJ?
all the time. Yeah. No, I think CJ's always had a ceiling. I think he's always been the second or third best. I think he's the third best player on a championship team.
Yeah, I think he's had a ceiling.
That injury.
He can ball though. He can. But I think his time is up.
KJ says CJ has consistently been a top 5 2 guard. Let me look. Let me look at the 2 guards because I want to say hell no, but I'm gonna get you put it in the chat. I'm gonna see it.
2020, he averaged 23 points a game. 2019, he averaged 22 points a game. He's averaged over 20 points a game every year since 2015.
Is CJ McCollum better than James Harden?
No.
Is CJ McCollum better than Bradley Beal?
No.
Is CJ McCollum better than Klay Thompson when healthy?
No.
Is CJ McCollum better than Paul George?
This year, no. But yeah, if you look at his consistency in these stats, yes.
Let me see. I got one more.
Nah, nobody messing with CJ can ball, man. But yeah, about third.
Oh, is CJ McCollum better than Zach LaVine?
Yes,
he might be.
Yes, he is. If they're ranking them as James Harden, Bradley Beal, Klay Thompson, CJ McCollum, and then Devin Booker.
I don't know. I think Zach may got him.
When you talk about rankings, yes.
Yeah, because Zach is a motherfucker, man.
I'll pick Zach LaVine over CJ McCollum right
Zach
now. Because Zach hasn't played with on a team like Portland, and he's still balling like with Chicago. I don't know if CJ balls in Chicago like how Zach is. Like if he's the guy.
Let's look at Zach LaVine's stats. Yeah, he showed up these last 2 years.
Zach,
yeah, bro, he's balling. Nice, FIFA bro. Was on there earlier about Zach LaVine. I'll give him that.
Yeah, Zach is nice.
Ooh, was that a knee injury or a hamstring?
He hit him in the leg. They hit legs, didn't they?
Yeah, this is a rough game for y'all, bro. Y'all got to come out this thing healthy.
Yeah, everybody has. He back out there.
Yeah, but how effective will he be?
He about to.
He limping somebody. Too. You see it? He limping.
Yeah, he a decoy.
Dang, they went 91 yards. Okay.
Why are they not letting Freeman run the ball?
Chopper's the man. You drafted him. You got to use him. It's a put away drive right here.
Yeah, if they score anything right here, it's a wrap.
I wouldn't trust Mills because I wouldn't trust Mills to go down the field if Carolina played their standard defense. But if they play that coverage soft shit, then anything could fucking happen.
That is true. They're saying that he's miles better than Hardaway, which is the original argument, because CJ is an all-star caliber guard.
I didn't say he wasn't shit. I'm just saying he ain't better.
Better than Tim Hardaway?
No, I'm saying that CJ ain't better than Zach LaVine.
Hardaway though. That was the original argument.
He's better than Hardaway.
That was the original.
I said he's on the. To me, when we talk about impact, I say he does this. I mean, shit. Hardaway was helping Luka more than anybody on that Dallas team when they were going against the Clippers.
If Luka had,
because CJ disappears in playoff games. I don't know if y'all noticed that he disappears.
If Luka had CJ instead of Hardaway, they probably win that series. Yeah,
maybe
CJ.
They were the most efficient offense in NBA history, and they still lost the series.
Hardaway is inconsistent, bro, and you know that.
I mean, shit. I know a lot of shit. That's why I'm telling y'all.
Look at Hubbard.
Chubba, yeah.
Chubba
Hubbard.
Yeah. Did you say you want shit?
He still ain't shit. they have to. You just talked about icing the game against the Texans in the fourth quarter.
I think he's really good. I just think he's young. I don't know about having him in the game in this situation. That's why
you ain't got no other choice. CJ out. I mean, C-Mac out.
You got Royce Freeman. Oh yeah, he's nice now. Matt Rule's wife was like, "Y'all need to draft Chubba Hubbard right now."
That's what she said.
Yeah, because Matt Rule used to coach Baylor, and he played at Oklahoma State, and he used to run all over Baylor. He tough.
Cal Not Nice asks, who has the most delusional fan base in the NFL?
The New York Giants.
Why would you say over the
over the Cowboys? Yeah, you're right. Because New York Giants fans don't really expect them to do much. You're right, the Cowboys.
I would say the most Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I think the Lakers are up there.
No, he said
NFL.
Oh, so it would have to be the Cowboys and the Giants. Well,
it ain't the Cowboys and the Giants. It's the Cowboys. That's it.
The Cowboys expect to win the
every
Super Bowl.
year. Every year is a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Giants ain't never. We ain't never said it came out none of that. When was the last Giants fan you talked to?
Y'all think y'all gonna be better every year?
I'm just asking for a 500 season. That's all I'm asking. Why ain't nobody say better?
Oh,
that was a bad.
That was touchdown.
Yeah, that was a bad.
That was touchdown. If he threw that anybody, that's touchdown. You just
said in that, and I said he's gonna run past somebody, and he had it.
And he had
ball placement just a little bit.
And he had all the time in the world to set his feet.
That's touchdown. If he catch that in stride, he ain't the dude ain't catching him.
Right there.
He catch him in stride right there. Yeah, dude ain't catching him.
Maybe he was thinking DJ Moore with a non-bum leg.
That's what he gonna blame it on. More like this white boy ain't do shit. 3rd and 10. We're gonna see what they do.
Did DJ Moore come out?
This the money down right here.
I think DJ came out.
They blitzing though.
They should have ran that. I'd have ran the ball.
Ooh, good first.
Oh yeah. Oh, they cheating the man. Oh no, that's first.
That's first.
I was looking at the wrong line. I was looking at the white line instead of yellow. Look at your boy Shelton.
Who?
Sammy.
Check down Sam.
Look at him.
Houston, Texas. That's all I got to say.
Nah, man, wait. Is it the Texans or is this Texans tough defense?
Oh, the defense is tough, but
all right. So this is a good game.
I want to know. We haven't seen him play from behind.
Jesus Christ,
we haven't seen him. Isn't
it good when you always in ahead, Nick? You ain't got to be in the verse.
I don't want to listen to this nigga. He don't know what he want to say about his team.
I'm saying the same thing.
He don't like no QB.
You seen Teddy behind a lot. How did you like that?
I don't like him.
All right, Ken. Don't disrespect Teddy Two Gloves.
Look at that Shelton. Look at that Shelton, the rookie, boy.
Good pass. I wish that last one would have been complete. That would have been nice.
Chill Vibes 24 says Trevor Lawrence versus Burrow next week. That'll be an interesting.
That's gonna be good.
We already know Burrow gonna kill this shit.
Yeah.
Urban Meyer about to retire by week 6.
Man. Terrence Marshall Jr.
Yeah, he is. Terrence Marshall was one of the sneakiest draft picks.
Carolina always keeps a good tight end in their back pocket.
He's a receiver.
He's a receiver at 88?
Yeah, he's a wide receiver. Out of LSU. Joe Burrow made him.
Wait, huh?
Joe Burrow made him.
You crazy.
I thought he made Thaddeus Moss.
No, him too. Joe Burrow made him.
Oh, yeah.
I think they'll use him more as tight end, though. That's smart.
Now, he'll play wide out. Yeah, he'll wide out.
Oh, he go deep, too.
Now, he makes tough catches. Now, that route look good.
Yeah, he caught a couple of deep balls in the preseason. He got hurt.
Ooh, that's Thursday night game is the Bengals. Hey.
No, we're going to be.
Hey, I'm going to be here early.
Hey, Nick, so Giants. Nick. Now you get Cincinnati. You got the damn Panthers.
Yeah.
I don't know what team you rooting for from out of Mississippi.
Nobody. I'm prepared.
Y'all are exactly right. I'm praying on Donald's downfall.
Most of them are Falcon fans. Thank God I didn't.
I don't know why that's always because I heard the same thing about
Falcon
Arkansas.
or
Like
Saints.
people who are from Arkansas, they like Georgia's team.
How many games y'all think the Falcons gonna win this year?
Probably 5.
4.
I think 6.
They're gonna be top. I got them going top 5 in the draft.
They're gonna be really bad.
I think 6.
I got 5. I don't see.
It's gonna be a crazy ass game.
That's gonna be a good game. I can't wait.
I like the artwork they doing with the drawings and shit.
Yeah, Brady ain't that diesel though.
Nah, they must have got them motherfuckers off Instagram.
Somebody must really love it, be a fanboy of both of them. They got them white men looking like superheroes. But
touchdown, Chubba. Stay in bounds, son.
You ain't your kid.
Clock tick. Don't say that. 18 Stoke. Horn got a broke foot. That is awful.
That's better than an Achilles, though.
Is it?
They were speculating there was an Achilles.
He's still gonna be out for the season.
Yeah, he's done.
Look at that Shelton.
What?
888 passing yards, most in a 3-game span in his career.
Yeah. What?
Again, over 300.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat your words this year.
No, I'm not.
You are eating them now.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, that's why you can't trust Chubba Hubbard.
He got short arms.
Hey, yeah.
He thought somebody was coming to hit him. Whoever that DB was like, he probably just dropped the shit. That's Chubba, a touchdown.
You're right. Man. Drink more water. Chubba can't catch.
Look at it. He thought that was McCaffrey.
Yeah, they took your ass out the game, boy.
If he would have stayed in bounds, if he would have cut inside and ran with some power, he probably would have got in.
If he would have just caught the ball, Ken.
If he would have caught
that's all he needed to do. He just needed to catch the ball.
Somebody went early.
Touchdown.
Ooh, that's not touch.
That ain't no touchdown.
That nigga check his spine. That nigga got hit in the top of his dome.
That's not a touchdown. I run the same play again.
Look at this shit. He got hit in the top of his dome.
Do not get cute. Yeah, he did.
That nigga fell right down. Hey, bro, he got bop.
He lost all his momentum.
Yeah. That nigga,
God dang.
That nigga is done.
Let's try it one more time. This draft class by the Panthers, though, to me is one of the strongest.
Look at you trying to play. He trying to play safe and hold to his team.
I know, because I like.
Nigga, don't talk about the draft class. Y'all can't get a goal. Y'all can't get it on 3rd and goal, bro.
Oh, no, that wasn't a rookie. I'm talking about the rookies. J.C. Horn has looked awesome. Marshall has looked awesome. Mm-hmm. Chubba has looked really good.
Yeah.
That tight end, your boy
Tommy Tremble.
Yeah, they've all showed up.
Nah, yeah. Rule got a lot to work with. I know people were questioning, like the hiring and all that stuff, but so far so good.
No, people were questioning the contract. He got like
got
that John Gruden contract.
I was definitely questioning that contract,
especially after going 3 and how many games did he lose last year?
He didn't do shit in last year. He didn't do shit.
But you know what? And like I said, the only thing about that bothers me is that Christian McCaffrey went coverage.
He did not get that. He ain't get it.
He got it there. He's in there.
That's some bullshit, though.
That is bullshit, bro.
Because they could have downed that ball a lot earlier. That's some bullshit. They let him stay up long enough to cross the plane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for Darnold. I know Manny got to be sick.
He is.
Yeah, because he was stopped right there.
Yeah, he was down.
That's not a. Oh man, he was. Bro, no.
Nah.
It now crossed the plane right there, but come on.
Yeah, that play was over.
It was. He got stuffed. Like whoever 58 is, he probably got scared. He was like, there's a lot of black folks on me right now. Yeah, I don't know who drafted C-Mac, but yeah, they hot right now. I'm going to be a little upset because I know Cook about to pad his stats. Like you might have dodged a bullet in it. I got him on the bench. Ain't no Mills is going to throw for 130 yards and then 100 of them go to Cooks.
Yeah, this game over. It's a wrap.
That's some bullshit. That's all right, though. I hope Josh Jacobs play.
I do, too. I need him to play in my other league.
Yeah, that's why I benched him. I was like, I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs.
12 Kyle got him.
Or James Conner. That means 12 Kyle's going to lose this week. So he 2-1.
It don't even matter. Y'all.
Oh, Nick, don't
until
even.
Until you get to the top, bro.
Don't even. It's
until
like.
You get to the top, it don't mean shit. You know what I mean?
Don't even. Like, I should have beat B. If Godwin didn't drop the fucking ball, I would be under fucking defeated.
How many? Not only is he a woulda, coulda, shoulda ass nigga, but he said if.
He been ifing
Hey, why do you think I drink every time he say if?
Hey, he been ifing a lot tonight.
Because that shit pissed me off, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Motherfucker. Tom Brady. Leave it to Tom Brady.
18 Stoke, if you been on Kamara going off, that's a tough bet.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Kamara's done. I'm gonna let you know right now. Kamara is done.
It's time to talk about Sean Payton, y'all.
No, it ain't.
I'm just saying, man.
The Kamara's done. Jameis Winston
I
came back to earth.
I'm not okay, and I'm with you on that. But part of that has to be Sean Payton. He's been reluctant to let the boy throw, or let the boy do anything. Now, last week, I'm going to wait. No, James played like shit. He fucked up. He played like shit. Like, I ain't going to bullshit
you. So did Kamara.
But so did Kamara. And my thing is, we got to look at Sean Payton. Because it's one thing if Jameis just played like shit and Kamara got off. It's another if everybody looked like shit. The whole team looked like shit.
My only thing is with that is it was week 2.
How many coaches they were missing? 8. They were missing 5 defensive players.
So my thing is like,
you're not.
I can't really judge a team until week 5.
Yeah, and those are excuses.
You know what I'm saying? Even every team. Like, I know people talking shit about the Bucks. To me, and this Rams game is gonna really show me how the Bucks are gonna.
I want to see Sam Darnold go off. Y'all
Yeah.
You mean Matt Stafford?
I mean Aaron Donald.
Oh, Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I need to see an Aaron Donald. I need to see him eat Brady alive. I'm talking about.
If I see him get at least 2 sacks on Brady, Aaron Donald.
I want to see him put him out the game.
You going too far, kid.
I want to see him put him out the game.
I don't vouch for injury, but I do vouch for the nigga getting his chest.
He can come back, Nick. He can play next week.
He ain't come
just
back.
This game.
At 44, he ain't coming back. I don't know how old that nigga is, but he old.
And
you want him to get the Drew Brees special?
Yep. I need to see it. People been saying Aaron Donald's that guy. Now you're going up against, the so-called GOAT. I need to see Aaron Donald give Brady fits.
Cal Not Nice, shout out to you, man. If you had to throw a Hail Mary bomb for a win, who are you trusting to catch for the touchdown?
That's easy.
Hopkins.
That's it.
Are we talking about now or are we talking about in general?
I think you're talking about now, and that's it. It's Hopkins.
Yeah, I knew they were. See, that's what I was counting on. That shit right there. I was like, they're going to light his ass up.
If I'm choosing right now to throw it up and catch it, it's probably Hopkins or Devontae Adams.
It's just Hopkins on the bomb. See,
Aaron Donald is not a clean player. He the one that he put Carson Wentz out the game. Why can't he put damn Tom Brady out the game?
And we hoping that he on a white boy mission hunting season. you know how Bugs Bunny say it's rabbit season. This white boy season with Aaron Donald. I'm hoping that nigga
he messed up. He 2 sprained ankles. How the fuck you sprain both ankles? Nobody still can answer that question. Got him again. He fumbled.
Simplistic Grace said, I'm on the soapbox that there aren't any stud fantasy running backs anymore, either injury prone or they have a split backfield. Right now, you've been proven right. You've been proven right, Grace.
Bro, hey, if I'm the Texans, man, I ain't calling no more passes. I'm just going home right now. This motherfucker, bro.
You gotta do something.
Look at this. They tearing his ass up. They can't.
He too scared to even pull the ball up.
And ready to get credit with
He too scared to pull the ball up. If we talk, Marty McFly, 8-10 Stokes, I agree. If we talking all time, Calvin Johnson is the best receiver I'm throwing up to.
Yeah. He
That's Megatron.
Yeah, he was crazy.
And I'm so glad I drafted Derrick Henry. After week 1, Ken, I was like, bro, hey, this nigga a fruit.
You'll take Calvin Johnson over Randy Moss for that, just for the Hail Mary. That's all I'm talking about.
They coming again.
Bigger body.
Mm-hmm.
There they go. Man, don't even go for it. Just punt the shit. The game over.
Game been over.
You said it was a close game.
It was when it was close, nigga.
Shelton and I told you the shit was over.
I said,
we was like David Mills, rookie, with these boys.
I said like that drive that I said they should have scored. They should have scored. They didn't. So
we knew
fuck it.
that it wasn't gonna happen.
Shelby Allen, you're exactly right. Roger Goodell will come out there himself and block for Brady.
Nick wasn't right for that Derrick Henry pick, y'all. Just because the nigga got 42 points.
Hey, what do I always say on the show, Shelton? Y'all always whisper my success and you scream my failure.
You had one good game.
I'm 2-0, nigga.
So
great
what? Pick for 1 week. Terrible pick.
Great picks.
No.
Great picks.
Your team is not that fucking good, bro.
To be the lead dog in the league, what do you have to do? Not only have to win, but you got to score points.
You gonna look crazy. You gonna look crazy.
Did you have the first pick of the draft?
Yes. And he picked fucking Derrick Henry.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna pick.
That's a no-brainer, bro.
Nah. It's
who else? Who would you pick
with the first pick?
Yeah.
I was going Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, you see that nigga rickety as hell.
He right behind. Nah,
that nigga rickety. He was right behind that injury reserve.
He was better than fucking Derrick Henry.
No, he was not. No, he was not. Last season he was not.
I'm talking about this season.
Week 1.
Oh, week 1. Okay, yeah. No, week 1. Joe Mixon was the best back in the league.
And I got him too.
Yeah, he ain't do shit for you this week, did you?
Stop them short. See, he heard his.
He did enough. I don't need him to go off every week.
All right, hey, this week, as a Bengals fan, I hope he don't do shit.
You know what? Got him again.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna look and see. I love our corners. I wouldn't trade our 2 corners for anybody else in the league.
Sheldon be trying to pull out some type of good stat.
I'm talking about if I had to trade
good compliment out of this damn Carolina team. Your team about to be 3-0 and you still shaking. You rubbing your beard like y'all lost.
Except for the quarterback. I mean, I love the squad.
Why don't
you should not? You don't love the squad. You like
y'all 3-0, Shelton.
I don't care.
There's only about to be 4 teams after this week that can say they're 3-0.
Chubba.
There's only 3 teams that's gonna say. There's only 14. You one of the 4.
What's he calling time out?
Coaching and defense.
We trying to get out of here.
He still thinks it's a game, bro. You can't let the players think it ain't shit.
I'm really happy for that.
What's gonna change right here?
You can't. It's locked. You can lose the locker room.
Is that why y'all be calling timeout?
Don't be
talking. Be on 50 and calling timeout.
Which team you talking about? Because I got 2 bad ones right now.
I'm like, damn.
One of them 500 though. Cincinnati Bengals. Hey,
man,
if it wasn't for Cincinnati being known as missing tackles, we would have won that game.
Joby, man.
That 3rd and 9 run, and I hate it because I wanted to put a caveat on that Chicago-Cincinnati game and say if Justin Fields starts at any point of the game, I'm going with Chicago.
We didn't talk about that, but he's starting this week.
He's starting this week against who did they play? Let me look at it.
You got your wish. Somebody got their wish. I think I wonder how he's gonna.
I do gotta say I'm down a voodoo doll. It ain't working though.
They face Cleveland. They face Cleveland at Cleveland. I'm nervous about that game because I fuck with Justin Fields. I do too. He's one of the quarterbacks that I actually want to do well outside of my teams. But Cleveland, that's a tough defense to go against as a rookie for your first start on the road. Luckily, it's during the early part of the season, so it's not. So weather doesn't play a factor. But I would go Cleveland on that game because it's just too much for him to overcome. Offensively, they don't have anything.
And then that defense, that Browns defense, man.
And let's talk about the whole Matt Nagy situation. As far as won't he start Fields for the full season, and his whole reasoning about I'm trying to do the same shit that the Chiefs did with.
He didn't say that.
He literally said he's been saying that for all season though. So far, my thing is this: he brings up Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes as the blueprint, and then people can go back further and say Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. My thing is this though: those teams had the luxury of having somebody waiting. The Chicago, because with the Packers, for example, Brett Favre is a Hall of Famer before he retired. Right. Brett Favre even took them to the playoffs and then some more shit after they drafted Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Patrick Mahomes, Alex Smith was balling before Patty. Mm-hmm. The team was already balling before Patty. Mm-hmm. They need somebody to take him over the top. Chicago, they literally on draft night said this might be the best quarterback Chicago's ever had.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true.
And we talking about Jay Cutler, we talking about Rick Drost, all these other motherfuckers. On draft night, the nigga hasn't played one snap. They talking about he probably the best quarterback Chicago's ever had. So there's no luxury going into the team.
Yeah.
There's no sense of history of QBs. There's no sense of success since Dick Butkus for the Chicago team.
Thing that they got going is that defense.
So then saying that I'm trying to model the Patrick Mahomes, it doesn't make sense because they had luxury. You don't have luxury.
Correct.
You don't even have you arguably don't even have a top 15 wide receiver.
And your window's ticking. You got a clock that's ticking.
The clock is ticking on his contract, man. Yeah, because they got to maximize his rookie deal.
Yeah. So is he saying he's not going to start him at all?
He's saying that Andy Dalton's the starter when healthy.
I know, but damn.
My thing is if Fields balls out, that's a big if.
Here's the thing.
I think you have to keep him in, but I don't think Fields is going to ball out.
If he really believed that,
the schedule's too hard.
He would have started Foles instead of Fields. Because if that was truly your thing, why would you put him out there?
Because Foles was last year, and they saw what Foles could do.
Foles must not be.
Yeah, Foles ain't what he.
I understand that, but your thing is, if your model is we're gonna wait a year to play him, why don't you wait a year to play him? So that.
Well, he doesn't have that now because Andy Dalton's hurt, and right now, based off of what I'm going off his decision making, Fields giving the best opportunity over than Foles.
Yeah, because he can run.
But to me, I wouldn't have started. I wouldn't have started him with the Browns because the next game they have against the Lions at home, I would have started him then.
Yeah,
but after that, it's horrible because they got the Raiders on the road. They're at home against the Packers. They're on the road against the Bucks. They're at home against the Niners, and then they're on the road against the Steelers, and then they're at home against the Ravens. They're after the Lions. Their next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Their next 6 games at the Lions is horrible.
He did not look ready against the Bengals. Hopefully, with a week of preparation,
he got thrown in.
That's what I was going to say. What I was going to say is hopefully, with
Allen Robinson dropped the touchdown now to put him up.
Yeah. So
and he put it in his breadbasket.
With a week of prep, hopefully we'll get a better showing out of him. I mean, he was sitting over there chilling, and they call him coming to game.
Yeah, I'm of the mindset that these young guys that are drafted early from established programs don't need to really sit like that. Put them motherfuckers out there.
If you draft a nigga first round, he's gonna start by the end of the season. Mm-hmm. It's been statistically known that's what happens. Yeah, so it's it's like why waste it? Like Andy Dalton ain't the future. Why are you playing around with us?
Right.
Yeah.
Give it if he gonna pop, he gonna pop. If he not.
I would really like to know the explanation behind, the real explanation behind why they're doing it. It has to be.
It's his job security at this point.
Unless you're telling me he don't know the playbook completely, something like that. Is it something else? You know what I'm saying? Other than that, because it could be that too. We got a limited playbook with him because he's not learned all the plays yet.
One other thing, Big Ben hurt.
I was gonna ask y'all about that too.
I put that on, and I fucked up this on Tuesday as far as not doing the questions.
Yeah,
but. Again, I asked week 1. I was like, Big Ben, bro. They should have been got a QB for Big Ben.
Yeah,
Big Ben is done.
Yeah,
I think there will be. When I said the Falcons gonna be top 5, I think the Steelers gonna be top 8. Drafting in the 2022.
I'm still hopeful, but I'm worried. I'm extremely worried about my.
I think they finished third in the division. This Cincinnati game this week is going to be big.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to be big because week 1, you beat the Bills. We gave you praise. Week 2, you got your ass blown out. Week 3, you know what I'm saying?
They had a chance to win that game, though.
And then who they started? Mason Rudolph?
Against the Raiders, bro.
Are they going to start Mason Rudolph?
Shelton, 11 rushes, 52 yards.
They lost by double digits against the Raiders, bro. At home, I think.
Whoever had DJ Moore happy.
Yeah, DJ Moore played.
Missed a touchdown. David Mills, 168 and a touch. How bad?
And if you take away that,
the Raiders, they were at home. They lost by
Mark Ingram.
Yeah, Mark Ingram.
They lost by damn near double digits. They lost by 9 points.
Cook had 112.
But they were in that game that whole game. They were playing in that game. They lost it at the end down the stretch, attrition. But they were in that game.
But look at it. They face the Bengals at home. Then they go on the road against the Packers. They have a home stretch against the Broncos, the Seahawks, and then they're on the road against the Browns. That's a tough schedule.
Oh, they're saying Big Ben playing now.
Big Ben ain't shit.
I wanted to see Haskins.
I do want to see Haskins.
I did too.
Damn, Cook had 12
I still
points.
want him to sign Cam. I really think.
Josh Jacobs better play.
I'm hoping so, man. I need him.
Josh Jacobs hurt his foot.
I know, but he did a walkthrough today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. So we'll see what happens tomorrow, but I left 12 points on the bench. Let's see. Oh, Nick, you project. I'm projected to beat you, bro.
You projected for a lot of shit, but it just depends on if you actually do
it. Oh shit. You know the one thing I don't like about our matchup? Arizona playing Jacksonville. They gonna light Trevor Lawrence up. He's a rookie. They gonna light him up, and that team is bad.
Yeah, and that's fast. That's a fast defense.
But New England playing New Orleans, so hey, Jameis might give me a couple of pick sixes. I'm rooting against Jameis this week, bro. Oh, Damian. Okay, So Joe Mixon versus Singletary. Cook questionable. What?
I told you.
That what?
Shaky as hell.
He remains on the sideline. Ain't this some shit? If Cook don't play, man, you a lucky ass motherfucker. That shit don't count. You ain't get a chance to face my full squad. Man, ain't that some bullshit?
So if Cook don't play, he's forfeiting Nick.
Yeah, he's already getting his excuses in early. I don't need to hear all that shit.
Bruh. Cole Beasley.
So y'all so y'all are playing this week, and me and FIFA are playing this week.
What's FIFA record? He 0-2.
0-2.
You see, that's why he ain't talking about fantasy at all on Tuesday.
Nah,
he ain't said a word about it.
Boy, you called his ass out. He said you started chalk. We start him over, bro. I seen that shit. I was like, bro, he talking about something. He got he's the number one guy. I was like, nigga, he playing Madden League.
He really is.
Madden League. He picked the same niggas he got him. Chalk ain't shit, bro.
He started chalk over. Hold on, I want to go to week 2.
Why you doing that? Cal, not nice. Who are y'all personal favorite black all-time and current NFL player?
NFL player?
Yeah, just one. So like 2 people.
All-time and current?
All-time.
Lawrence Taylor. Ooh, it's between Lawrence Taylor and Derek Thomas. But I'm going to go Lawrence Taylor. That motherfucker, bro.
Jerry Rice is mine.
Yeah, defense for me. Lawrence Taylor. Current?
Who's yours, Nick?
Current, I would say black. I'm going to go. I think I told you this earlier. I go Joe Mixon. Current. I like Joe Mixon a lot. I think he's
Simplistic Race. Who's your team?
I think he's a top 5 back. All time. Yeah, I gotta go Chad.
Ocho?
Yeah.
Okay. I get
because it's sentimental values, obviously. But I picked both Cincinnati players, but what Chad Ochocinco, Chad Johnson did for Cincinnati as far as put them on the map, recognition, like I could have asked no more better than that. Like, and he was a dog at his position.
Mr. T, I forgot Dion, but I was mad at Dion them years with the Cowboys. Yeah, Dion is my favorite. Jerry Rice, Dion combo. Them both was.
I'm only going off who I actually saw growing up. Like, I would have picked some of those other niggas, but I didn't see like these niggas. I saw what Chad was doing to niggas.
Now my current favorite black player is Travis Kelce.
Hey, he about to give. Hey, if he's still with that black woman, because he got a bad one too. Yeah, he got a bad one. I fuck with Travis. Travis come from Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati. So I'm always gonna be with Travis. But if he have a little Patty Mahomes with that black woman, hey, he keep it in the family.
Current for me is probably Deshaun Watson. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's my guy too.
I see you get all touchy feely with.
Mine is my current. We share some similarities.
Hey, hell
no. You bring a different meaning to the terrible towel.
Different strokes for different folks.
Hey man, they were loving him in Pittsburgh, bro.
They love a little scandal in Pittsburgh, boy.
Oh man,
Ray Lewis is a good one too, but he played for the Baltimore Ravens.
My current is Kyler Murray.
You ain't never talked about Kyler Murray.
I always talk
about.
When
was the last time you talked about Kyler Murray on the show?
About Kyler Murray. I talked about the Oklahoma
when was the last time you talked about it?
Didn't I say I like Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray? I said I like all Oklahoma.
When we had a conversation literally on top 8 quarterbacks.
No, I love Kyler Murray.
You never talked about Kyler Murray before.
Yes, I did.
No, you can't just say you love somebody on this show and act like you say always. No, you can't just say that.
I'm telling you, I always love Kyler Murray.
Oh, double R. Man, I don't know how you lost. Aaron Jones got you 4 touchdowns last week. Double R, simplistic grace. But you fucked up drafting Kyle Pitts. I ain't gonna lie.
Simplistic grace is just trying to get their grievance out, nigga.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up. That's what it is. That's why they said the whole question about no more 3-down backs. You just mad because you can't pitch somebody in your lineup.
God dang. Damn. Allen Robert. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. But all right, y'all, man. Next Thursday.
Cincinnati Bengals against Jacksonville Jaguars. Short week. Cincinnati playing Pittsburgh on Sunday and then play Jacksonville on Thursday.
Can't wait. Yeah, we may have to go on early for that one.
Yeah, y'all got my picks. I'll say my picks one more time so y'all can't say I changed up. KC for the LA Chargers versus KC game. Cincinnati against Cincinnati versus Pitts game. I got the Rams versus Tampa Bay. And I got Green Bay versus San Francisco.
Last week I was 4-0. Nick was 0-4.
We'll see this week, Nick.
We got.
I'll give myself 3-1. I should be 3-1 by the end of this week.
We got a couple of super chats. I'm leading overall though. I think I'm 7-1.
Yeah, no, nigga, you ain't 7-1. You 6-2. You
7-1.
You 6-2.
I ain't missed no 2 the first week.
Yes, you did, nigga.
Who the 2?
You missed the Seahawks week 2, and in week 1 you missed
No, I didn't miss none of week.
You missed You picked Tennessee in week 1.
I was 4-0.
You can't be 7-2 because that's 9.
No, I was 4-0.
You're 6-2, bro.
7-1.
You're 6-2.
You can't be 7. There's no way in hell you're 7-1.
Yeah, because the first week we was.
You're not 7-1.
First week you missed.
You was 4-0 the first week.
Yeah,
and CFO was 3-1. He was 2-2.
Okay. So then second week, what did you know?
4-0.
No, you were not.
Yes,
you were not 4-0.
Yes,
week.
I did.
No, you weren't because you picked Seattle versus Tennessee.
I picked Tennessee.
No, you did not.
Let's go back and look.
I'm looking at I put the motherfuckers in, bro. You picked Seattle. That's why you 6-2. You still the lead dog, but not by much.
Cal Not Nice was up. He said, if you could change a bus player's career path, who would you choose? Any sport, by the way.
I would have chosen.
Give me Vince Young.
He wasn't a bust though.
He
was the reason why Tennessee got far in most of those seasons he was with.
He had a pretty decent career.
So I guess you could. At the end, he flamed out really quickly.
Yeah, he did.
So give me him. If not him, give me Russell.
Russell who?
Jamarcus Russell.
I was gonna say him.
Nah, I wouldn't pick him.
I hate that he went out like he did.
I did too.
His story. I watched it. And it was a really good story, and I really rooted for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was a chance for the black quarterbacks to take a really big step. And he did everything that they said about black quarterbacks. He didn't study. He didn't work hard. All that stuff.
I know. They said busted. Somebody mentioned Greg Oden. I would have moved him out of Portland.
Oh, yeah.
And I would have moved him anywhere else. Because Portland has a huge history of injury. Look at Brandon Roy, Sam Bowie. What was it?
Yeah.
Bowie. All them niggas.
I'll go Lamar Jackson.
You're right, Mr. T.
Mac Miller said, who was the player that had one good year that you thought was going to be a Hall of Famer minus Chris Johnson after that 2000?
That's a really good one. RG3.
Yeah, that was one. RG3, that was one.
RG3.
Cam Newton.
Cam was he's a Hall of Famer. Got to a Super Bowl, won a MVP. He's a Hall of Famer. At least
But that was that 1 year.
He ain't getting in.
They'll mess with him on that as far as the other stuff. They ain't gonna.
They gave what's his name?
Who's somebody white?
The running back for the Broncos back in the day.
But they ain't fucking with.
Davis.
Terrell Davis.
Yeah, they gave Terrell Davis Hall of Fame, and he only had 2 good seasons.
That's a good point.
That's a good point, but they ain't fucking with Cam like that though. You know how they do Cam and T.O. They don't like them dudes. That's why I say that.
Cam hurt himself.
Yeah.
Devontae,
I think he'll get in.
Let me know how that Jags-Bengals game is. You said you're going to it. Let me know how that is on Thursday.
Yeah.
Mr. T said, that was a good point. He said, Jamarcus Russell did so much damage for the perception of black quarterbacks. He really
did.
Mr. T, he set him back 10 years. You're absolutely correct. That's the one thought that I hate. Yeah, Cadillac Williams was a good one, too. Cadillac Williams. They had like 3. At Auburn at one time, they had like 4 backs that was all like
Cadillac,
Ronnie Brown, Brandon Jacobs, all of them was in the same backfield in college. That was That was crazy.
Oh, Brandon Jacobs is my nigga.
And he was the third string back.
Brandon Jacobs. Hey,
he was as good as he was then, but he was third string.
When the Giants had Earth, Wind, and Fire, bro. Hey, Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw, and what's his name? Was it Ward? Ward was his last name. I forgot his first name.
Derek Ward?
I think it might have been Derek Ward. Something like that. But yeah, they had Earth, Wind, and Fire. Woo! I remember on the pregame show on Fox, they actually brought Earth, Wind, and Fire on to announce them. Yeah.
That's crazy. But he never got the that team never got those backs were all good, but they couldn't stand alone in the NFL because I thought Ronnie Brown was gonna be the best out of the bunch.
Oh, I was a Cadillac Williams guy.
I like Cadillac, but I just thought Ronnie Brown's body was built for the NFL, so I thought in the NFL he would excel.
Because I think he had the shaded visor and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Ronnie Brown was muscle.
Chill Vibes 24 said, not a bust, but I wish D Rose didn't mess his knee up. That's a big
what about
Grant Hill?
What about Reggie Bush?
He wasn't a bust. He helped them get that Super Bowl.
Man, I'll never forget that hit he took. Was the Eagles game? Bro.
I just, from what I remember, Reggie Bush was mostly that Super Bowl run when he had that punt return in the playoff game.
Mm-hmm. And this was not a bust, but this one changed the course of football. Bo Jackson and that hip.
Mm-hmm.
If Bo Jackson had never been hurt, Bo Jackson would have been the GOAT of all time.
I hate that Cincinnati is attached to that whole shit. Yeah.
I mean, if you've never watched the Bo Jackson game, go back and just try to see if you can find one on YouTube. But there's nothing like Bo Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Joshua Jericho, probably the last super chat we'll do tonight. Not sports related. Y'all see the new Wonder Years.
I ain't watching that shit.
You ain't watching that shit. I do fuck with the black dude from Psych on that motherfucker, but nah.
Bro, why they even doing this? Like, I watched the White Wonder Years. You know, like, I was cool with that. I don't need a Wonder Years.
Wonder Years?
Wonder Years. They ain't gonna say Wonder Years. Y'all watching Wonder Years?
Man.
Nah, man. They should have just made some new shit. I say it all the time, man. Just make some new shit. You don't have to make, like, look at Blackish. Even though I heard they fucking up this year, but Blackish just one that came out. They made some new shit.
Blackish had to grow on a lot of niggas.
Yeah, but they made some new shit though.
I do like Blackish. It took me a while to get into it, but yeah, they had to get at least 9 seasons.
Show, not Blackish, but
Grownish.
No, the one it's not related to that, but it's on Netflix. But it's
Black as Fuck.
Yeah, is that good?
Trash.
No,
I still ain't got through it. I watched it.
It's got a lot of good cameos in it. If you care about cameos, but it's trash.
Hey, if y'all could please do us a favor, if you still tuned in, please hit the like button for us. Help us drive these algorithms up. And also, if you can, also share this with somebody else. If not one person, 2 people, please. Because we're trying to grow the channel, get you more content, get you more information, more stuff, more highlights.
And I'm here every Thursday for the next few months to clean all this shit up that these niggas be talking shit on Tuesday. So come for the Nick report on Thursday.
I'll be firing away, boy.
Hey, y'all need to check this nigga on Tuesday. I'm gonna have to come into the chat.
They said they was mad at us for not getting FIFO good enough about that.
That Jameis Winston. No. Don't get him because I got $100 bet on. I want him to sit and stool on that whole shit. That was the worst.
That wasn't the week.
That was one of. And he was so confident. Too.
Yeah, that wasn't a week.
Yeah, he said that was the surest.
I don't even think. He said 3 categories. He said touchdowns, yards, and interceptions.
He had some excuses he can lean on. That wasn't a week.
That nigga is gonna miss out on all them.
But Dak didn't play. Dak won, but he didn't play.
He wasn't. He won though.
But he didn't have any touchdown. He had an INT. So, but he won. He had better numbers. He won. So, but all right, man. We'll catch you guys next week. We out. Peace.
Peace.